Dance, monkey, dance. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a decent day. Merry Christmas for those I didn't see. Merry Kwanzaa. Oh, we got music playing. Hold on. Here we go. All right, hold on. Let's do it right. Let's turn on my tunes. Let's make sure that's all playing correctly, because it never does. And then we'll come back to the chat. Also, that is loud. Man, I feel like I haven't done a live in long enough time to where I forgot where all the buttons are. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Let me adjust. All right, we got the tunes playing. My mic seems to be okay. Everything else. Chat time. I see green. Something crazy is going on. Wilmar with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see who else is in here. Let's go to the tippity top. Also, if something's too loud, let me know in the chat so that we can do that now before something's messed up and we already went too deep. All right. Let's see. There was a little mini party over here early on. We got Colton. I don't see who the first person was, but I think it was David, because the top pinned comment's covering it. How you guys doing? We got Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? Wild Bird Buddies. I see you've been in here the entire time. That's cool. Gryfang. What's up? Eric Galloway. 3D Pathfinder. Steven Machado. Diana. How you doing? Tiger Flyer. Let's go. Wilmar. We got Mark Theory. John LaRue. John LaRue bought the first shirt from my new store. We'll get into that a little later. Thank you, John. Mizumi's here, of course. Mike Carpy. Taijin, how you doing? Lord Boo, what's up, man? Haven't been in one of these in a hot minute. We got Cybrang. Dean. What's up? Jesper, how you doing? So many names. Giuseppe, good evening. Aishan Loki, hello. Samuel Williams, the founding father. So good. So good. How you doing? Let's see. We got JP in the house. Rob Stark. Brandon, Louis G. Eduardo. What's up, everybody? We got 179 Diecast. Kali. Martin. Iceman. Hello, hello. Okay, I think I caught up with all the names at least. Hello, hello to everybody. Did I miss another one of these? Why are there so many names over here? Jeff with the 20? Jeff, what are you doing? It's too soon. Lauren, what's up? Don't know what's worse, waiting for a photo stream or my dealer. Nice. That's some high remarks, I gotta say. Jeff, that's major. Will, Jeff, that's unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. Happy birthday. Yeah, so the channel, I don't have anything specific planned. I do kind of want to make and print hopefully a not cup holder. Okay, here's the English thing. Why am I blanking on the word? The thing you put your drink on, coaster. I want to print a 3D Print SOS logo coaster. I have 3 beverages. One of them does not contain a percentage. Yeah, I'm gonna make something out of my logo in Illustrator, break it up, bring it into TinkerCAD, and then everyone can follow me along in TinkerCAD. I'm gonna make it so that I can print it on my Voron in multicolor, but with a single head, just making pauses in the print. So I'll go over that. But that's just to celebrate the birthday. I didn't even realize that was today. I didn't even realize, first of all, I didn't even realize it's been 3 years. I obviously didn't make the account and jump right in, but I did make the account when I had intent to make the videos already. But it was the 27th, 2020, so that's kind of crazy. 3 years, just like that on YouTube. You know, thank you everybody for being a part of it. I know a lot of people have been here from the very beginning. So, Jasper, let's chitty. Nice. Diecast, I see that little Mark IV. What was that red called? Looks like you got the little 15s. Little one. That's the first gen Mark IV too. The 2000, 2001 1.8Ts had that, right? Actually, no. 2.0s also had it. The Golfs had those wheels too, but I think that's a 1.8T wheel. Matthew, what? Austin's Adventures. It's a party. I'm still trying to keep up with the chat. So, Truggy, what's up? What's up? Feta, did you put active carbon in your X+3? No, I haven't. I want to. I'll probably end up doing like a bento, just because it's easily removable. And I'll probably keep it that way so that if I need to print ABS in one of those machines, I can just take it out and bring it somewhere else. But I was also thinking about doing the same thing with the mini, what's it called? This guy that I have. I don't think this machine's plugged in right now. This little guy, the mini Nevermore, because it's super portable. So I was thinking about doing it in there. The reason why that's not plugged in, the board's out. I'll have more about that later, but I'm trying to figure out what the problem is here with the 5-sec kit. But some of you that have been really following along, I actually don't know if anyone's been really following along. I love the machine so much. It's finally done. And this cable that they sent had some kind of loose connection. I think it shorted something. They're having me troubleshoot a few things on the board. So that's a total bummer because I'm still in love with the kit. I think it's amazing. Still one of my favorite machines. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I'm thinking about making another one of those Nevermores and using it because that's also extremely portable. It'd be really easy to do. You can make a really long wire that you can just connect. You know, it doesn't have to be permanent, especially for someone like me that might be switching machines, you know. Although the chitty is going to be staying for a little while. Thank you for helping me over the years. Thank you for helping me over the years, Zumi. I appreciate it. Who gets the membership if everyone here is a member? I think it keeps it until people join in. Although I'm honestly not sure. It might just not give them. I'm honestly not sure. The people that are gifting them in the chat have to be the ones to let me know. When I've ever gifted them myself on other people's channels, it has always kind of just gone right away. So where's the party hats? True. We should have printed some party hats. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. 1.8 Tropic Orange. Oh, really? Oh, my screen over here, it looks red. Tropic Orange was cool. Very rare, actually. Very, very... I am. Very rare color. My buddy used to have a Rave Green. The Silver. I had another buddy with the Tombstone Gray. I had an Indigo Blue. I used to go to like every possible show I could at that time. That was what, in 2004, 2005? Those were the best. I had a 02 1.8T. I might get one again at some point in my life. I would really love to have another Mark IV at some point. Hey, Philip, what's up? Got my A1 today. Doing a vase mode. Nice, nice. Congrats on the printer. That's a cool machine. Somebody please send a Discord invite to Dean. I have no idea how to do that. All you do is you right-click on the channel icon and hit invite. Although, Dean, if you go to anywhere in my channel, even where you're watching right now, there's always a link in the description to the channel, just so you know. KD, how you doing? How are you coming rooting the KE? Actually, I got news today, so I'm testing it. It's fine. It's just not quite ready. It needs a little bit more testing. But I got news today that Creality is going to be releasing the official root for the KE in mid-January. So we're still going to be working on it just in case there's some delays or something. But mid-January is when the official Creality KE root is going to come out, which is great news. I commented on that at the moment I saw it, so I thought that was great. Nice. Just got my V02 done and printing. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I put in a new hot end finally. I did the CHC hot end, fantastic. It's so good in that machine. I printed like the best cube. I printed like the best cube ever. Look at this cube. Hold on, I forgot I have other views, right? I know it's black, guys, and I have literally lighting from overhead. So this is gonna be the harshest possible lighting. But this thing is so good. So I printed this, and I'm so happy with it. This was on the V2, finally tuned. Everything is just exactly how I want it. Got ABS working, and then, well, I had cable issues, and that's that. So fun. Hey, Renovic, how you doing? Aradi, what's up? Some time ago, I saw that Desel testing firmware for the new Ender 3 V3K. Yes, I'm testing it with Desel. I have it on my KE. Actually, everything that I printed in that video that I did was on that firmware. It's still printing fine. There's some loose ends to figure out. One of the main loopholes that's happening is happening on the other firmware for the SE version of the CR10 SE. You can't change your root password. If you change your root password, it goes into a loop of rebooting, and you can't get out of it. So that's obviously a problem. He knows a way to fix it, and he's going to test that as well. But like I mentioned, Aradi, they're going to have a they're going to release their official one mid-January. This channel has helped me and a lot of people. I hope so, man. That's the whole goal, right? Pretty sure there's a link. Yep, every time in the bottom. Man, I guess I'm really late in the chat. David Pulliam, how you doing? I've been absolutely loving my KE and Max. Yeah, they've been pretty good. Great, yes. Wonder if we ever crossed paths. I used to be at the shows all the time, all over the place. I would have guessed you as a Volkswagen guy. Yeah, always have been, really. Yeah, I think so. I think I bought it. I bought it used, like slightly used. It was an 02. I think I bought it in 03 or 04. So 05, 06, 07, 08. It was just every mod you could possibly throw at it. Yeah, I used to go to every show. On the East Coast, at least. Waterfest, H2O, even some of the smaller local ones everywhere. It was indigo blue, side exhaust out the bottom. No, I used to have a Camaro SS tip, you know those flat tips from like the 1969 Camaros. No one had that. I had that on the underneath the door, cut out of my side skirt. It had a Rieger lip. You remember those? Big old Rieger lips. Ah, so cool. I want another one. I stayed my 10-minute. Nice. Yo, Loaded Clips, how you doing? Yeah, the VTEC definitely kicked in, unfortunately. Did you mess around with the Flying Bear? No, but I got even more parts. So that's going to be really cool. I'm working on a hot end adapter to use the, what's it called? Not Devil Burner. What's it called? There's so many names, so many terms for everything. What's it called? I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's a Voron burner. It's a Voron tool head that a lot of people use. And it uses the... I'm just going to have to go and dig so that my mind remembers, because I'm visual memory. What's the printable extruder that's super lightweight? Where'd I put all this stuff? Alright, I'm not going to be able to find it. But anyway, I'm making an adapter at the moment for that. So at some point I'll finish that up, and then I'm going to just start on it. I have a giant list of videos that I plan on doing for 2024, and the Flying Bear Reborn is definitely a part of it. There's definitely a lot of things to do for it. Congrats on hitting 3 years. Thank you very much, Bev. Appreciate that. Abo, how you doing? My favorite streamer. Wow. Don't waste your favorite on this. Come on. Appreciate that, though. So there going to be any advantage or disadvantage to waiting for the official? Official is just nice because you can just do automatic updates. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to worry about losing everything, that type of deal. That's the only advantage, just because it's official. Otherwise, no, nothing. Got to do the giveaway. Oh, also, right there at the top, as you guys can see, there's a pinned comment. You guys can jump into here. Nope, don't jump in there. Classic. Hold on a sec. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. This happens every time. I don't know why. I gotta put in a request with OBS for this glitch, because I might be one of the only people that's having it. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Okay, that's where you're gonna see. And you can just answer the simple question. There's already 16 people there. You have to be present. You have to be in the United States, but you can win a roll of PLA filament from our sponsor, 3D Max Filaments. Is Flying Bear a Russian company? No, they're a Chinese company, but that's a good question. They do have a lot of marketing in China. And actually, they don't have marketing. I think the name Flying Bear, because of the name Flying Bear, if you look at some history with that name, I think they just automatically gravitated to it. And they do ship to China. I mean, ship to China. They do ship to Russia, which a lot of companies stopped shipping to China. So I think that just plays, you know, hand in hand with why you see so many Russian-speaking people use their machines. Fortune Cookie 10 gifted. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are so generous. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. Passat fanboy. Nice. I've never personally liked it, but that's because I was a GTI person. You know how there's like that little bit of a difference. Like the people that liked the B4 Audis at the time, like they also didn't like the smaller hatchbacks. Even the Jettas they didn't like. They kind of like the bigger sedans because they're smoother. Similar thing. Switch to an old 2003 BMW. Nice, nice. Those old BMWs are kind of interesting. Their interiors tend to be a little bit flaky nowadays, don't they? You must have found like a pretty decent one. Wild Bird. Thanks again for getting me into 3D printing. Wow. I'm glad I was there for that. Happy holidays to you as well. Dragon Burner. Thank you, Jeff. So I was on the right path. Yeah, Dragon Burner. I want to make an adapter because I think it's going to be the best one to use, because you can reuse the stock fans. There's a lot of other benefits, I think, to it. Ideally, it would be best to use the stock hot end, because I think it's a good hot end, but I'll see what I can do. At the moment, I think the Dragon Burner seems to be the best idea. Also really inexpensive to do and use, and seems to be good. Of course. Hey, Ferdo, how you doing? Looking forward to more of the Reborn. Yeah. I'm gonna get there. parachute's gonna get snagged in those trees. Yeah. Whoops. Family Christmas. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Or that was the GTI Rabbit on the. See, there you go. I'm telling you. I know there's a little bit of a different crowd. I don't know many that hopped between the two. You either like one or the other, and not so much both from my experience in Volkswagen history. Congratulations. Thank you very much, BW. Appreciate that. Rubber-like interiors, lots of plastic, even in the engine. Yep. Very cheap to work on. Yeah. I remember back then they were not, but now, yeah. Falling asleep. It's all good, Byron. Go get some rest, man. Happy New Year. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. I have. I've tried messaging them many of time. I would love to obviously experience either of those machines. Both the S1 and the T1 seem crazy cool. At first, I thought the S1 was the one that was really featureful, but technically the T1 is also, and at the price point that it's at, I actually think the T1 might be more impressive than the S1 with what it has. So, hey, Caleb, thank you. I appreciate that. You would always be Furdo to us. All right, I think I caught up to the chat finally. So, a few things. So, I recently, and by recently I mean yesterday, switched over to a new store, shop 3D Print SOS, .com. Yeah, check this out. So I also managed to get this thing attached to the actual channel. So if you're on the channel, there's a shop button that'll take you to YouTube's version that'll take you here. Or you can just go to shop.3dprintsos.com, and I have links in the channel all over the place. But essentially, I'm going to do a bunch of merch this year. That's one of my goals. I have kind of a running list of ideas, and if anyone has other ideas, let me know. I would love to make some more just cool shirts because I think it'll be fun. But yeah, this was the latest one. I made this last night. For those in the know, I made this logo, the Benchy speedboat race, with a logo popping out there in kind of like a 80s retro style with a glow behind it. I thought it was cool. So the reason why I'm so excited about the store is if you look at that price, that's 18 bucks. And in fact, all the other shirts here, like the Furdo's 3D printed spaghetti shirt over here, that's 16 bucks. That's literally $10 cheaper than my previous store. And I'm just so excited about that. Like, I would pay $16 and not $28. $28 is mind-boggling. I think in the year I had the previous store, I maybe sold 2 shirts at most. And it was just kind of useless to have. I just had it because I thought, you would need to kind of. But yeah, this has color options. A bunch of sizing, goes all the way up to 5X. So I'm really happy with it. I ordered some samples to check out. They haven't arrived yet, but these are the same Gildan shirts as there are with these old ones. I don't like it this big. This is a little too big. I like it a little smaller, like my blue shirt that's hanging over there. That's how I designed these. So yeah, if you go to shop.3dprintsos.com. Oh, we got this new shirt too. This one. Yeah. How cool is that? I'm so happy to get this one. Excited. So let's see. These are 16 bucks. Yeah, so check these out. They ship from the company. I don't have any of this here. It's like a print-on-demand service. But I know a couple of people that use this service and they love it, so I'm very excited about it. Like I said, with your suggestions, I'll continue to put more and more to the store. There's a little donation area, although I don't know how that works yet. And then my Instagram, if for some reason you want to jump in the Instagram. There's also my other links, I believe on the bottom, like Patreon and Discord, right over here. So pretty much all my socials. So if you go to shop.3dprintsos, that's where you get the merch. And then if you just go to 3dprintsos.com, it takes you to my channel. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that's kind of cool to celebrate 3 years. Heck yeah, we passed each other then. Small world. Sounds like you had a fun ride. Love to go back in the 90s, 2008. Here, let me briefly show you. I talk about this thing here and there on the live streams. I'm sure the non-car people are just sick of it at this point. Maybe the tag the tag says got kraut. Maybe that might remember. Actually, it was called the Shocker car at one point because I had a giant Shocker sticker on the back of it. Come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, that was the car. It's got Beetle headrests over there. It had a KO 420. All kinds of crazy stuff. Imola race wheels from Italy. Our last time. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the side exhaust peeking down there, kind of cut out of the side skirt. Yeah, that thing was a lot of fun. I miss it. I sold it to somebody in New Jersey, I think, and they blew it up. They blew it up pretty quickly, racing it at nighttime. Anyway, that's enough of the car. No more car. I love that mug. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, grab yourself one. I believe the mug is actually really affordable. Yeah, the mug, okay, maybe that's expensive for a mug. But it would have been way more money on the other site by like a lot. It would have been like 25 bucks on the other site. So it's $12.95 here. So love that new Benji shirt. Yeah. So like I said, guys, if you have any ideas for cool shirts, I'm gonna try to make. It's all gonna be original art. I do graphic design, so it'll all be completely original. And I'll try to just make a bunch of merch, and because that way. You at least like get something back, you know what I mean, and you support the channel. I think that's pretty cool. And I don't want it to just be my logo. Like, no one wants to walk around with a random logo, I feel like. And if you do, that's cool, that's available. But I feel like other shirts that are relevant would be fun. And you can wear shirts in the winter anytime. I do need to do an actual speed benchy, and now I have actually. So I can't do one with a 0.6 millimeter nozzle, right? Because this would be my most capable machine. Technically, the V0 is going to be the most capable to do it. So as soon as I have this problem, I'll probably actually enter it. For real. Miami Vice, yep, exactly. Congrats on 3 years. Thank you, Mr. Ed. I appreciate that. I heard that one. Yep. How do you set that up? What, the store? Oh, so check out a website called Fourth Wall. Hold on, I'll check for you. Let's see. I think it's called Fourth Wall. Yeah, Fourth Wall. So check that out if you want to make your own store. But I had some interesting issues with getting it approved on my channel. Like it took several days and a bunch of random stuff. I have to contact support, but it's working now and it's actually attached to the YouTube part, so that's cool. Link to the store in the description doesn't work. It should. It should be literally store.3dprintsos.com. And I think technically I'm supposed to be able to like show them or something somehow. I've actually never tried. Hold on, let me check. Actually, I have to go to like another screen here. So if I go to like studio.youtube, can't I like while on the live stream, can I like do stuff? Hold on. Or do I have to go to my channel? It's all a learning experience. Live. This is the live.
Okay, wait.
No. I thought there was like a way to like where I can be like, oh, here's the store. Oh, that's because the link, you're right. The link says HTTP. Let me edit. Edit the stream. It needs to be HTTPS. Sorry, that's my bad. Store.3dprintsos.com. Here we go. Save. My bad. Here we go. It should work now. And I'll be adding it to the signatures and stuff. I just, like I said, I just launched it yesterday. Last night. I was actually supposed to be shooting a video. But got distracted with that logo, with the Benchy Speedboat logo. And that's it. Thanks, Aishan. I appreciate that. Yep. Yeah, it's just how it is sometimes, you know. It's not working. Yeah, I fixed it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm catching up with the chat, so it's gonna be a little bit delayed. Okay, it looks good. Nice. Oh, hold on, man, double brain farts all over the place. Let's see. Studio. Come on. Studio. Content. Live. Edit. Store. Is it shop? It's shop. What I'm going to do is I will forward store to shop later in case I get them mixed up later or somebody gets them mixed up. Okay, now, now it should work. Hey, man. Hey, I'm not perfect. It's all good. It's all good. I'm allowed to make mistakes all the time. 12's not that bad? Yeah, I thought so too. Zoomy. I think the rule is the line width is 0.5, so just adjust for that setting. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so one of the ones that I wanted to do was actual rules. I thought that would be kind of cool. And maybe like what the point of it is, you know? So we'll see. That's something I wrote down. The mechanic was like, I found the problem. What up, nerds? Yeah, I don't think a single person was surprised reading that, right? Okay, cool. Up now. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. How do the sizes run? Are they large to size? To be honest, I don't know. I just ordered the samples, so I'm not sure. But the reason why I'm confident is because the actual shirts are the same. Like the brand of the shirts and the style is exactly the same. So this is an extra large. I wear an extra large. Some extra larges are like super tight on me, but this extra, like this fits perfect. Like this is how I like my shirt. And this is the exact shirt, just different design. I made them a little bit smaller. A temp tower. That's a good idea. Hold on. That's a good idea, Zoomy. Let me add that in. So I have a whole T-shirt idea. A bunch of stuff for bed slingers. Like one of the ones that I think I'm gonna do next is a silhouette of a bed slinger, but the bed is an actual bed, and it says like bin slinging, bin slinging beds. So temperature tower. You know, we gotta have some fun, you know. Guess I'll see when they arrive. Oh, did you order some already? Hey, yeah, you did. Thanks, Feder. You're very welcome. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And by the way, the people that do order these, please let me know what they're like. Because I'm super excited. I'm super excited about the store. So please let me know what they're like. You know, feedback directly would be amazing. The other thing that I can do in here is actually like message you guys directly, which I found was really cool. So I'm excited about that. Thank you for everyone placing orders. That's super cool. Here we go. We're gonna send a thank you during the live stream. Hold on, let me make sure I know. Let me make sure I know who this was. Okay. Yo, Gregory, thanks for your order, man. We're all here watching you order while you watch me read this while you ordered. Thank you. That's so cool that you can do that. I think that's amazing. Bam, send. And you get a little personalized message. Oh, we got another order. Jesper, thank you. Got it. Wow. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, let me know how this is. I'm really excited. I don't want to ruin the personal messages, but I'll try to send I'll send one of those to each one of you. Yeah, Martin, that was you, huh? Thank you. Oh, okay, yeah, 3D sets. Yeah, 3D sets. Did I miss something about 3D sets? Something about spaghetti. I'm 6'1", 250. Well, I'm 5'10", 240, 235 on a good day. if I skip a meal. So probably the same density. Same density per height. For a shirt, just the pick of an Aquila printer and your silhouette holding a scraper. Yeah, about the same size. Yeah. Thick. Anyways, all right. How about we have some fun with some designy stuff? Let's go to browser. Actually, hold on. I might have some better views for this. I also have this. Oh, but that's without the chat. This is for other stuff. Here we go. We can use this one. Yeah. Okay. Be right back. Dinner. Yeah. All right. So first things first. Can I log into TinkerCAD on this browser? Whoa. TinkerCAD.com. Let's see how this works. Here, let me bring it over here. Personal accounts. Sign in with Google. Hopefully that'll just work. Which one is it? I don't know. Oh, no password, just saved. All right, guys, give me a sec. Let me get this. Let me get logged in everywhere, and then we can get this going. So I need TinkerCAD. It's not TinkerCAD. It's what's it called when you log in? Let me go back. Autodesk. Where'd everything go? Here we go. Autodesk. Okay. Log in, please. There's no way that's my password. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to close this all. Close. Let me log in Safari, which is what I typically use. And I'll bring that screen over. There we go. We'll do it this way. And as far as I understand, you guys should see that perfectly fine. All right, so here's what I've been working on. A bunch of gifts for the holidays. You guys might have seen some shorts. And I'll show you how I do it this way. Hey, Korea Ricebox. What a name. Hi, Feder. What's your most favorite machine right now? I think I have two. The Voron Trident's easily my favorite machine. I can do anything I want. I can make it behave exactly how I want it. If something goes wrong, I did it. So I know how to fix it. I don't have to wait on anybody. That's definitely my favorite machine. For ones that are purchased, at the moment, the Chitty-Tech X Plus 3 is my favorite because it gives me the feel of full control, and it is super reliable once you set it up. Once you set it up and just use... Sorry, that caught me off guard. Once you set it up and you use the Orca Slicer defaults, this thing is amazing. I think if we keep going down from there, the K1 Max is the next one, and that's kind of how I've cascaded these machines. And then I do believe that the Reborn 2 is something special, although it's not taken out of the box. But yeah, I think the Voron Trident, easily my favorite. I can't talk about the V0 because it's down, and you know, that's a bit of a bummer. Currently, basically rebuilding one of my enders. The other ender is entirely taken apart. I have 3 of those type of machines to do something with, so 2024 I'll be doing that. I love it when you're unprepared. It makes you feel so smart. Hey, I'm just a normal human being, you know? Trying to revert one to stock. Maybe I'll have one a functional printer. You gotta have one functional printer. If you want to see, look at Discord later. Yeah, I'll be in there later. Hey, Emmanuel, how you doing? Mike Jodes, thank you, buddy. Welcome. I love my X Plus 3 too. I need to figure out ASA. It's my first time and I can't get it dialed in. For me, I use exactly the same ABS profile for ASA. I think that if you're going to go for this Chitty-Tech machine or the other 3, I think the secret behind their machines is warming the chamber. Warm it up. Give it 15, 20 minutes. I know that sounds like a lot, but turn the machine on. Go to your what's it called? Clipper front end. Give it that heater. Give it the 100 on the bed. Close the door and just then go slice, then go prep, then go find the filament. That 20 minutes will go by really quickly. And in my opinion, that's what makes really good prints on there, when that thing is hot. And don't open it until you have to. My dog is eating all my prints. No, that's a shirt idea. I'm sorry I'm laughing about it. I didn't really expect to read that, I guess. That's kind of funny. Yeah, try that out. And just exactly what you have done with ABS, use that. If something is wrong after that, dry the filament. Don't forget that while you're printing on the machine, you could dry filament in there. Just put it in the chamber, because when you're using it for ABS, the chamber is pretty hot, up to 60, 65 degrees while it's printing, which is perfect for drying filament. So, you know, don't stack it up, but 1, maybe 2 spools if you're not printing tall is perfectly fine in that machine. Anyway, let's go back to this. So these are the couple gifts that I've been giving to family, friends that have businesses and such. So the way that I'm doing these is with filament swaps. And all this is essentially 3 files. So if we go in here, like I didn't group them. It's just 3 files at different heights. So for example, this DP Solutions, we have a white, that's probably 1 millimeter. Then we switch to this gold slash orange. Also, by the way, these colors aren't necessarily what I'm using. It's just easier that way. And this is going to what? Let's see, how tall are we going here? 2 millimeters, and then this is probably like a 2.3 or so in height. 2.6 in this case for whatever reason I did. Probably just a mistake, to be honest. But yeah, so what that does is it lets you switch the filament out. And if you're using Orca Slicer, it's very easy to do. So that's how these are done, and I don't have them on me because I gifted them away. Actually, I have one I did a long time ago. I think this was on the VoxLab Aquila originally, but yeah, this is the same idea. It's if you look at it this way, it has a height difference, and all you do is just swap the filament out. So very easy to do. So my idea is to just make some of these for coasters. I want to make them round. I don't know where this file is, to be honest. If I still have it, that actually might be even better. So let's maybe check that first. Let's go back to here. Yeah, I've been using TinkerCAD for years, and obviously I use Fusion as well. But there's a lot of things that I still think are very valuable to use this for, just really quickly, easily, maybe flush out an idea. Sometimes I just spend so much time in Fusion. It takes me so long to do something so simple. I usually end up quitting. Yeah, and this is a problem. Like, you can't see the thing. I doubt it's in here. Yeah, some of these are just ancient. Yeah, like, what is that, you know? Yeah, so obviously not here. If I don't find it in here, I'll just remake it myself. But it would be cool to be able to actually print something while we're hanging out on the stream. Oh yeah, this was a cool coaster. Yeah, I printed this in TPU a long time ago, many years ago. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so I made this in Illustrator, saved it as an SVG, and then brought it in here. That was a cool one. Let's see if I can find it. Was it really this long ago? My keyboards? I guess it was. Oh, now we're getting into legitimate ancient history. Wow. That's like a nice little trip. All right, well that's cool. We'll I'll pull up the file and we'll go from there. For the For Sale board game, that's close. I bet I grouped it in with something else and just didn't even. Yeah, I mean, I have whole printer designs in here. Ornaments? Oh, right here, big logo. Yeah. Okay, this will make it easier. This will make it easier. Updated my Raspberry Pi 4B with new firmware, and now it boots from USB. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. Yay, 3 years. Thanks, Oscar. I appreciate that. Good for you. I hope you're enjoying what you do. Yeah, I definitely do. You need to do a class for people like me wanting to learn. I thought about making this an actual video, but the problem is, so I've been using Illustrator for as long as I can remember at this point, so I'm very familiar with how it works. I don't know of a free or really simple vector software, so I need a suggestion there as to what to use for that. That would be cool. But one of the things for TinkerCAD, at least, there's this view. Get out of it. Click this button. Go into the orthographic view, just because this makes a lot more sense in my head, and it makes it easier to work on things. Then go in here, turn this either off or to 0.1 millimeters so you can actually adjust things the way that you want them. I like to go into the settings and make the actual size print bed to what I'm going to use, or make it giant so that it's not in your way. Let's make it 300 by 300. Yeah, that's all fine. Shadows, yeah, that's all good. Yep, close settings. Alright, so now we know this thing is a monster size. And holding shift, I guess I'll try to go over what I'm doing. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller, move it off to the side here. Fusion 360 for people that work in NASA. So Fusion 360 is amazing, and I have a bunch of designs there as well that are significantly more complicated than this. Fusion 360, I find, is much better when you have the entire idea down from scratch. If you have dimensions, that way you can draw it, you can extrude it, you can make it happen. Editing stuff that's already done, or just tinkering with something quick, it's brutal. At least for me, my brain doesn't work that way. And the problem is, Fusion's amazing because you can always go back in the timeline and make a change, and it affects everything else. So just as an example, if you have some design in mind, and let's say there's a hole in it, and you've been designing for like 3 days now, and you finally make this thing, and you print it or something, and you realize that hole's a little too small or too big, you can go back in your timeline, make that hole larger or smaller depending on what it is, and then go forward, and it adds all of the things to it and changes it, and then it just... That alone is worth using Fusion, but I still sometimes just can't wrap my mind around all sorts of things. I use this engine model that I designed as an idea or as practice. Like I made, practice making gears, all sorts of movable objects, TPU, whatever. And I still, even though I could design this from scratch, my own design, I'm just not proficient in it, and I keep going back to TinkerCAD for the basics. It is what it is. I agree on what you're saying. You can sometimes throw together a solid model in TinkerCAD in 10 minutes. Yeah, one hour in Fusion. Yeah, it's just how it is. It feels sloppy. It feels wrong. I know, but it is what it is. I wish for some reason they decided to add chamfers. That would solve everything, right? Like, to be able to just take an edge off would be amazing. You should do a video on your SVG workflow. Yeah, that's another thing that I put into my little idea book. I bought it myself Amazon Scribe, not to read, but just to use it as a notebook type of thing, because I love writing on physical paper, and I keep destroying my notes or forgetting them at the office or forgetting them here, or... that's so much better. I can actually put things in folders. So I have a running list of all of this type of stuff. So, hey, Jesper, welcome. All good. I can't do anything more than basic shapes. Yeah, basic shapes is all you really need. Better found your channel a while back. Really appreciate your old Aquila videos. I bought a user from VoxLab. Just now started troubleshooting it. Hey, Joseph, welcome. And yeah, man, no problem. There should be a ton in there. Don't forget, you can always jump into our Discord, where you can always, troubleshoot, chat, show off what you're doing, that type of thing. Because sometimes going into a video and like asking a question or something like that, you might not even ever get a response, to be honest. But in Discord, everyone's chatting in there. You're way more likely to get some kind of response or feedback on what you're working on, maybe troubleshoot something. So definitely jump in there, but appreciate you. Inkscape, I remember Inkscape. Wow, that's old school. Is it still around? The knob. What do you mean? First of all, hello. Second of all, what do you mean? What does this do? What does Autodesk Inventor do? Is it a CAD software or is it SVG? Parametric modeling requires discipline. You're 100% right. There's a workflow to parametric design, and I really appreciate it. But that's probably why I really liked and was really good at DSM, because it's similar to TinkerCAD in the way where you're just working on the model, and then if you did something wrong, you scrap it and make it again. But that, if you made a bad design decision early on, and the fact that you can't edit it, it kills the entire flow, and you have to like start a whole new doc because you're pissed. So you do that enough in DSM, and then you go to Fusion. Also, they're trying to charge for DSM now, which is just a bummer because they already have versions of DSM that are paid. So I didn't like that. Yeah, Star Blazer. Congrats. Thank you very much. Glad to have you here for most of it. Timeline features, it's the best. Hot end mugs would be nice. What do you mean by that? Like silhouettes of different hot ends? Okay. That's an idea. Thank you. I appreciate that. I switched to Fusion for a little while, but I'll do basic sheets with TinkerCAD and then import them to Fusion for the details. Yep, I've done that as well. And that does work. For some reason, at the moment, it doesn't work. If I go to export right now, it just doesn't feel like working. Now you shape through Shaper. Oh, like on the iPad. Bryce. I used to use Bryce way back in the day. All right, 10 o'clock. For those that are just jumping in, there is a link all the way at the top of the chat that's pinned. You can win a roll of PLA at the end of the stream. You have to be present and in the United States, but all you have to do is answer a simple question just so that I can get your information, so that I can send you your spool if you win. So jump in there. Inkscape's still alive and active. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I haven't used it in so long that it hurts. But if that's the case, do they have a Mac version? Inventor's CAD, stress modeling, and the whole shenanigans. Oh, nice. Is it parametric? Because that's cool. I would love to try it. Another. It's not a requirement because I can run Windows apps on my Mac. But is it natively supported? Is Mac OS natively supported? Inkscape time for time. Wow. Okay, I'll have to check it out again. I haven't checked it. I haven't done it in a while. Hot end with a blob of death. Yes, I like that. Blob of death. Yes. I like that idea. Thank you. That's what one of my hot ends looks like. Very relevant. Yeah, they got a Mac version. Downloading it right now. Nice. Okay, I gotta get on this. Pretty sure they have a Mac version. Okay, so hold on. Inkscape and Inventor. Let me add that to my other notes. Let's go here. Download Inventor and Inkscape. Yeah, because I would love to do a video on this because I think anyone can do this. You can use this on any machine. You don't have to have multicolor. Multicolor is so hot right now, and everyone wants it. You know what I mean? This gives you a little bit of a fix. But let's go ahead and do that. You know what? First, let's go to the Trident. Let me home this thing just so that it looks decent here. And let me heat this up to 60 just so that it's nice and hot for for when we're ready to print. As you can see, I got my breathing LEDs going. That was kind of the last thing that I was doing before I got my serial for this thing. So, and I'm pretty happy with it. I've been printing with it a ton. Also, I absolutely love this. I know there's people that don't like this thing, but I don't know. Like, having it on my screen is amazing. What happened to my mouse? Why is my mouse frozen? Yep. Having it on the screen is amazing at this situation right here, so I can monitor the print. Even when I do it remotely, I can see a bunch of details. Even when it's printing, I don't know. I really like this thing. You can feed filament right at the thing. Like I'm thinking about going headless on the bottom. Just take the screen off and just use that because it has these really convenient swipes. I can walk up to the machine and heat it like with just a few, like a swipe, a click, and a dial. It's nice. Yeah, I think it's a cool little thing. It is a little gimmicky, but it's fun. It's just fun. Which can are you using? The EBB 36, and I'm not using CAN. Well, I am, but I'm using the USB-C as CAN, going directly to the Raspberry Pi, and then running a separate cable for 24 volt and ground to the EBB 36. So the USB cable itself is basically skipping the CAN bus board that I would have needed. Oh, camera, sorry. The Logitech C920. I have an ESP32 running controlling LEDs. I think I need to do that because right now my board is controlling it, but I have underglow, as you can see, and I want the underglow to breathe, but my underglow is the old school, like 12 volt RGB, so it's not controllable. I need to like manually control it. And I do have a bunch of SP32 boards. Right, I can even run a Pico, can't I? No, I'm not canceling. Oh, you mean like cancel. So for cancel, I was thinking about doing a big red button. I thought that'd be kind of fun. But I would normally cancel on here. But yeah, you're right, Renovic, for sure. No, this is a V2. So the V1 was just a screen. This one is the V2 has a bunch of sensors in it, has a bunch of things you can do. It has a touch screen and it's full color. So you can pick a color theme. There's all kinds of cool stuff right on it. It has buttons. You can set different macros. It's awesome. I've been really enjoying it, and I haven't even like touched, you know, the entire thing. Like I haven't even scratched the surface. All right, so let's get started on this and kind of just work on it a little bit. So the first things first, we're gonna need a flat circle. I always turn the segments all the way up, the sides all the way up, just so this thing is a full-on circle. Let's see, how big are we gonna make this thing, or how wide? Should we just go 100 or a little more? No, probably a little more than 100. Let's do 120, right? Like I want these things kind of sizable. So if you click on the corner, both these things pop up. We're gonna do 120 here, 120 here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this 1 millimeter tall. That seems to be a good enough kind of height for it to still be thick, but also still be thin and not take ages. WLED uses ESP32 and ESP8266 and needs WS2812 neopixels. Yeah, as I see, that's the problem. The ones I used on the bottom are not neopixels. So we'll see. A Pico need fast LED and is more involved. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a Pico. I have just an ESP32 board, like a little guy, and then I also have one with Wi-Fi on it. What's it called? The one I used in the thing that like shows me how many. The one that like I run a little script on one. Wemos D1 board. A toy. I like it. Talk about VoxLab. I've got one of my X2s working again. Nice. Yeah, I currently have 3 in my possession, and I want to do something with it. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with that. All right. So here's the plan. Okay, and now I'm just gonna here. Let's copy this over. I actually don't remember how I did this, so Probably not the best for explaining things. Let's see what I did. All right, I'm going to keep these together for now. So what you want to do if you're going to make this design, like I said, I think I'll make an actual proper video, but you want to break apart the design by color. And later you're going to be putting it back together essentially, but this has 4 colors, or I thought I wanted 4 colors at the time. I think it's just 2 is probably better. Just 3 is better. Maybe. But yeah, you want to break it up, and then when you bring it in here, when you actually hit import and bring in the SVG, it'll stack them all on top of each other if the size is the same, which is really nice. That way you don't have to like mess with alignment at all. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to group this for right now. I know it's not really what I want to do, but that's just so that I can align it. I think we have to wait a second. There we go. Let's go to align, center these bad boys. Then, so if that thing is 100, let's do, I mean 120, let's do 100. All right, I forgot this is going to center it like that. Let's see what this is looking like, and then we'll ungroup it again. Yeah, that's probably good. Maybe a little bit smaller. Let's do 105. 105. Center it. Essentially, when you're going to export this, it's going to be one thing. Yeah, that's looking right. The drink will go kind of on the inside here. I might have to make the red portion higher than the text, just so the drink can kind of sit on it, so it doesn't rock. But then again, the outside, the whole point is that the outside has to hold it. All right, so here's the other thing we have to do. Because this was 1 and it's going to be the first layer, this has to be 1 millimeter off the ground so that it sits on it. Then we're going to go ahead and ungroup it, break it apart into all the parts. Let's zoom in here and figure out how high we're going to make everything. So it looks like the way that I did it is this red portion I made next. So the height here, I'm going to make the height 2 millimeters. Sometimes you got to give it a second. There he goes. So you got 1 millimeter. This is 2 millimeters, and it should be sitting 1 high, like this. We'll double check. All right, the next color. Whoops. What's happening here? Wait, this is the thickness. Wait, what's why was that? Oh, it's because, sorry. So the way that I was doing it through here, this is if you keep it at original size, and I forgot that I shrank it down. Right, go figure, TinkerCAD. You're changing numbers, but you're not actually changing them because you're changing them like relative. Even here, you're changing it relative to the size, to the original size of this. So that's kind of bonkers. So what's this thing 0 is? What? Why? Oh, that's kind of blowing my mind, actually. Wait, is there a new feature in TinkerCAD where things stack on top of each other? I don't remember that ever happening. Wait, what? I remember this, but when I dragged over a file, it does this too? And this becomes its 0? No. So if I make this 1, that's 1 off. Yeah, why can't this work the same way? I think we're running into some bugs or something. So this thing should be 1 off. Wait, I found it, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Sometimes the teacher forgets what they're doing too. it's time for a brewski. It's all right. I was looking at the wrong part. Cheers, everybody. That's what I said better. You created that logo in TinkerCAD? No, Rafa. I created the logo in Illustrator, which is where I work on a daily basis doing graphic design things. So I broke it up into SVGs. And SVGs you can bring into here and then extrude them. So that's what's happening. So I brought in these individual SVGs, which, you know, when I do the video, I'm basically going to make it all free, like a free workflow, so we can all do it like that. We'll go from there. All right. Does that make sense? All right, so let's do this. So that's one. We will make, I don't want this to be too rocky. So this next one can't be that much taller. So let me make sure that I'm using the same number here. Aha, it's over here, hiding. So it has to be one off the bottom. That would make it off the blue. And then this is the height of it. We're going to make this 1.5, I think. That might be too much. I think I might have to make it a little shorter, but then, no, I don't want to. So 1.5, that means this, the white text, let's give it the same treatment. 1, this has to be 2 millimeters. There we go. Yeah, that won't be too rocky for a drink, I don't think. The other option that I have, and I might go for this, because this has more flat surface area, I think this might be better off at 1.5, and this might be better off at 2. And let me just make sure they're all sitting at 1, because I do have that problem happen time from time. In TinkerCAD, where the it's just in the wrong spot. All right, so what this should do, it should give us several different heights here. And essentially, when this is going to be exported, like this, wait for it. You need a ruler, maybe? Maybe. We'd love to see a video on that process. All right, Mark. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, man, how you doing? Jose. Tinker is only limited by the size of the file. Other than that, the software has a million things to do. Yeah. Yeah, you can do quite a bit in here. I was thinking the opposite. It should be like taller to keep it in, and the drink would be on the inside here. That's my thought process. Anyway, this is what it's going to be like when we go to print, right? And we'll see this in the slicer. But so basically, we'll have a pause after the blue. We'll have a pause after the red. We'll have a pause after the white, and then a pause after the gold. But for the sake of this, we'll ungroup it. When I was doing stop change color swaps for coasters, it'll fill in the tops of the prints with a clear resin for a smooth top. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Let me get this. So this ancient dust-covered thing, yeah, the outside is the tallest, but then again, I didn't do another color. And maybe this is good. Maybe I should. I mean, I kind of like the gold, you know? Nah, I mean, this is good. It's not rocking. This will be fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's all good. All right, we're going to print that, and I can always obviously change it pretty easily. All right, so let's get that printing, because it's already 10. I need pink PLA to print my piggy. Well, if you stick around, maybe you'll get a chance to win a roll of filament. All right, so the way we do this is we take this and we hit export. I'm going to export this as an STL. There we go. It's on my desktop. And then what we need to do is we need to open Orca. In Orca Slicer, we'll create a new project. Let's find our Voron Trident. Hello. Okay, Trident. Let's load in our file right in the center. Okay, and I will kind of lean it this way. Show you why later. In our files here, I'm going to turn up the walls. The reason for that is just less infill is a little bit better on these things. I'm going to go a little bit high on the infill too, 20. And I'll change it to honeycomb. Just because you want it to be dense for the different filaments. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and hit slice. I'm going to do it in PLA. Okay. Here, let's do it this way. So here's how we do the pauses. On the very right here, oh, you guys can't see that. There we go. On the very right here, there's a timeline. So I'm going to go to the very bottom, and what you're looking for is red. So red means that it's doing its top layer there. So this is the top layer, which means the next layer is going to be a different height, at least for what I'm working with here. So right here, we need a pause because this is going to be a different color. In our case, this is going to be red. So it just went from blue to red. So I'm going to right-click, pause. We're going to go up again. Now we're looking for that to finish. It's going to turn red right there, which means the next one is our next color. You can see that what was red right here isn't going up anymore. Now it's the different one, right? So red, next one. That's going to be a pause. And now we're looking for another one of those. There's red right there on the 3D Print SOS. That means this next one right here, that's a pause, which gives it 2 layers of gold at the very, very top. Okay, that's how we're going to play this thing. Wow. All right, so 46 minutes, we should be able to get that complete. And by the way, if you have Clipper, you have to set pause and resume commands. And if you have Marlin, it'll just do it because those are Marlin M, whatever they are, commands in here. And I think there's 2 different ones. I think you might have to test that. I'm not sure. I don't even have any Marlin machines anymore. And if I do, I'm not currently using them, so I'm not sure. Thought about trying to mix some clear silicone to fill the coaster gaps. That's a good idea. I actually like that. You can very easily print like a clamping, like even a printed plates, like clamping disc like this that goes up just so that you can go around the coaster, pour, and then just take it off like a mold. In Clipper, you can set up M600 code and unload filament. Yep, you can. All right, so we'll do the whole process here. So first, I need to find blue, red, gold, I guess, right? Or orange, and white. So let's do that. Let's go through my filaments here. All right, so blue right off the bat. Or should we do, what kind of blue? Should we do like a lighter blue? I think maybe a lighter blue will pop a little bit better. No, this is the perfect blue. We're going to do this blue, 3D Max blue. Don't be surprised if I end up using all 3D Max filament. All right, so then we'll use this white because I've been using this for everything. A little sample. I've been trying to get those little samples that come with different machines out of the house. I have a ton of them. I'm going to be printing drawers for my office. Okay, then we need red. Red I actually don't have that much of. And I thought I had red over here, and I think I used it all. And the red that I do have readily available is, oh, here it is. Here it is. We'll use this red. Because the red that I have available is a little pinkish. Oh, come on now, we can't have pink. All right, so we'll use Hyper Series PLA for that. I guess I need to get some, I need to get myself a spool of 3D Max red. Because their red is actually really good. That like candy red is awesome. All right, and then what are the color? What are the color? Yellowish, goldish, something like that. I do have a ton of variety for that color. I'm thinking we'll do this gold. Do I have an open version of this? Let me take a peek before I crack this sucker open. Might be in that other one. Yeah, it wasn't in here. Let me just pull it out because I guarantee you this will be the one that I use. And yeah, I'm going to be mixing some silks here, all kinds of different PLAs. But it's a Voron. We should be okay. Let me see if I have it in here that's already open. Nope. One more bin to check out. I have a lot of PLA bins. All right, this one is all silks. Nope, those are all 2 gold. Okay, so there we go. 3D Max for 2 colors, Creality. And once this gets started, we'll do some unboxing over here for what Creality has sent me, because that'll be another project that I'm working on. Okay. What is going on here? Jeff, with another 20. Jeff, you are a monster. A beautiful, beautiful monster. Man, I gotta find some way to thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That's very generous. I appreciate it. Thank you. If I could shake your hand, if I could shake your hand, I would. Maybe a high five. I don't know. Maybe Joe. Does Joel own the high five? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. All right, so next steps are to load some filament in. One of the best parts about Orca is if you have Clipper or Wi-Fi enabled machines, there's other machines that does this. You can click on the device tab and you have access to your machine, which is amazing. I print PLA 220 on this machine. It's 0.6. It prints kind of fast. So that's what I'm going to warm this thing up to. Man, thank you. That's crazy. What a good birthday gift. Also, speaking of birthdays, my birthday is on January 1st. So the channel's birthday is on the 27th of December, and a few days later it's my birthday. I'm also turning 3. Plus 34. 3 plus 34. GG Jeff, I agree. This is true. Thank you. While I'm over here tinkering with whatever I'm tinkering with, hey, Mark Penny, thank you for the order. Martin Ramirez, thank you for the order. Jesper, I already said thank you, I think, and I'll send you guys thank yous through the thing too. Let me know how all that is, and I obviously appreciate the orders. For those just popping in, while I'm messing around, there is a pinned comment all the way at the top of the chat. You can win a roll of filament if you're planning on sticking around towards the end, and if you're in the United States. It'll be a PLA roll from our sponsor 3D Max. There's also a brand new shop with a bunch of cool t-shirts at shop.3dprintsos.com. There's links in the description. There's links on the actual channel itself. But should be a little bit of fun with that. And if you guys have any other advice for shirts or ideas, I don't care if they're bad ideas. I'm writing them all down. I do graphic design, so I plan on making a bunch of merch, a bunch of cool stuff. I don't just want people walking around with this. That's like a thing. But anything cool that's 3D print related, maybe something funny, maybe something serious. Why my camera turned off, I don't know. Oh, this whole thing froze. What? Orca? What happened? I've never seen this problem before. It's kind of weird. Wah! There we go. And we're back. All right, so let's go to retract. There we go. Nice, good little tune for us. Also, I printed a roller for my giant 5 kilogram spool of black from 3D Max. What I want to do is reprint all of these IKEA risers. The problem I have with the ones that I have now is they're really old school in the fact they're sized for an ender without a spool holder, and newer machines just don't fit under there. Even new bed slingers are taller than they ever were before. So they just don't fit. So I want to make taller legs and print them, and I'll do them in black. So I'm slowly setting up a way to just continuously print black without any kind of changes or spool swaps using that 5mm Gigantor. I mean 5 kilogram Gigantor. All right, so let's give it a little bit of extra. Let's do extrude, 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 extrude. There it goes. Actually, we can leave that open now that it's hot. Is my chat not working? Oh, my chat's not working. Oh, I have to go to here. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, is there another one? This is another one? What are you doing? Oh. Okay, my chat wasn't working. Jeez. All right, hold on. I got some catch up to do. Oh, man. Where? Okay, that's just everybody getting their reward. Wow, that's amazing. Do you still have the SE? I do. That would be good to see pause filament change on a beginner type machine. Okay, yeah, maybe for that video. So that machine I'm actually going to be giving to a friend that's looking to get into 3D printing. And I just don't know which point. I obviously don't want to leave him hanging. Wow, look at this. Look at this beautiful blob. Okay, I dropped it and it rolled away. Never mind. Don't look at it. Okay, that's loaded and ready, so we can go to our preview and hit print, and we're just gonna load it, and then let's roll. So as you can see, my LEDs changed to white. This thing homes. Here, let's make this thing larger so you guys can see a little bit better. I just love this thing so much. It's the best. It definitely reminds me of like building cars or modding a car, where when you add enough stuff to the car, when something goes wrong, you know exactly what it is. And just the feeling that you can't get from a bought machine. You just can't get it. No VoxLab red. No, I have no VoxLab anything anymore, to be honest. That transparent red. Oh, that's what I mean. The little extra spools. I actually just have enough to do a lever, but that's about it. It is a really good looking transparent red. It really is. It just didn't print that well, ever. Just keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. For real. Just the reason I decided to be a member full time. Look at that. How cool is that? All right, so there we go. So we've heat soaked. I have it set up so that the machine heat soaks. It gets up to temperature and waits at least a minute, depending on what the temperature is. Then it does a homing, which is what it's doing now. Then it's going to do a Z-tilt. So right now it goes to that front left corner because it's a trident. Back corner. And then it's going to go to the front right corner, and it's going to do a calculation to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. And then right there. Okay, if it didn't go again, that means it was within 0.01 or 0.1 of a millimeter. And now it's going to do a camp mesh bed leveling in only the area that we need to be printing at, which is just awesome. Yeah, you can kind of see how the Nomi attachment is. It sits in front of the original fan, and actually, according to all of their graphs, it doesn't make the fan perform any worse. In fact, some of the air is focused a bit better than it was originally, which is kind of interesting. Like, I know a lot of people say like it impedes the fan. That's just not true. A little off topic, but can the Ender 3 V3 SE be clipperized? Yes. So they make this right here. They make this right here for it. It's called a Nebula pad, and it changes the screen out and essentially makes it almost a KE. So it gives you Clipper, it gives you Creality OS, but it's Clipper, and it gives you an AI camera that's actually a really good performing camera. Like it's an actually good camera. It's similar to what you're seeing right now on the screen in terms of quality and performance, which I think is cool. You're a kid, 46 here, December 13th. Hey, happy late birthday. 46? Not too bad. I'm both young and old at the same time. Hey, Tomas. How you doing? Darren! What's up? Hey, baby, can I slung your bed? Sling your bed, nice. I might order a shirt, but I got a local lady that does direct fabric for me when I need something personal. She keeps it cheapest. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty good. That's the best kind of deal. Love the shirts that you are if you know the type of designs. I love shirts that are if you know type designs. Oh, if you know, you know. I don't know. I'm lost. I think I know what you mean. Back. Wave gave me relief. Oh, hey. Hey. Glad she did. Test. I think it's working. I like it. So yeah, so here's another reason, like, at a glance, just without needing anything and without walking up to the screen, I can see on the Nomi what it's doing. So right now it's going up to 220 degrees. Damn, I've worn it sick. I'd love one of those. I feel dumb. I only had one until this year, and I'm, what, 6 years into printing? So, yeah, I know, man. I know. I waited a long time. They were pretty overwhelming. But now it's hard to look at other stuff, even when this is not the best thing ever. So now it's just doing a really thick purge right outside of the print area, which I really like. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but this has a giant 120 millimeter fan on the side now. So as soon as it hits that second layer, this thing is going to blast off into the stratosphere with air. Just not your day with electronic communication. It just, you know, it's okay. I have those. Hey, Technica, how you doing? Tap, no tap, no tap. I don't like tap because I don't like. I love the idea of using the tool head to tap the actual surface. Love it. What I don't like it is in practice, it has to clean and use a scrubber that you have to do stuff with, and it just is frustrating to me. And then also using the same exact tool head while it has a little blob and you didn't notice, and it messes everything up. I don't like it. I'm the minority here, I get it, but I'm really in love with my Omron sensor, and I know it won't last that long because It's right next to the hot end there. But I did insulate that area. But it's been just dead accurate, and I'm a huge fan. Lord Boo would be proud. Yeah, well, he instantly said, "Why not two?" Hey, Wilmar, nice cup of coffee. I appreciate it, especially because I'm out on this one. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. No coffee anymore. Right, I was told I can't directly say anything or show anything, but this one's brewed with coffee. It's brewed with coffee, so yeah, I am drinking a coffee. And speaking of which, I'm running out. Yeah, I mean that's literally flawless, first layer there. So yeah, yeah, I also love just at a glance. The percentage is actually kind of interesting. You know, there's like two ways to look at percentages. There's the percentage of what the files is like left, how many more layers are left in the file, and then there's also the predicted percentage that the slicer gives. The Nomi gives one that's actually, I don't know which one it does, but I feel like it's better. It's better to notice. I noticed that the screen on the bottom, which I'm probably going to eliminate because I never use it. Like right now, it's a 6%. It's not 6% done. It's not even close. It's 1% done. So you know. Hey Brian, what's up, man? Good to see you in here, buddy. That's your story, and you're sticking to it. Face on Printhead looks like he's got a bit of constipation. Yeah, so that part I don't like, and you can actually customize those. They're these GIFs that you essentially bake into the firmware. They have a how to do it. It's a little funky and wacky, which I don't really like, but you can customize it. So I think I'm just gonna make my logo spin like that type of deal, and just make it pretty simple to kind of get rid of the face and just keep it a little bit more mechanical. But I think that's what I'm going to end up doing in the long run. No, it does not have auto Z offset. You have to set Z offset once, but I don't remember the last time I tuned it on this machine. It's just too solid of a thing. It works really well. You have to, you know, when you're tuning Clipper, one of the first things you do is Z offset, and it just kind of bakes that height in, and then the rest is based on the sensor. And it has been it's been my most, well, no, I don't want to say that. The X+3 has been equally as good at the Z offset. But as long as you heat the build plate, so I think that's the biggest mistake that people have with these machines and other similar machines, is they don't heat the bed enough, and they have Z offset issues. If you start with cold and then start a print and it goes to 60 or 70, whatever it might be, it's actually not that at all. It's probably like maybe the sensor is at the bottom where it's next to the thing, but at the very top, it's just not that, especially on the sides. You got to heat soak these things. So as you guys saw, while I was working on things when it wasn't in my way, I had the doors closed on that thing and I was heating it, even though it's PLA. But now I know that bed is super saturated, which means the sensor for it is just going to be more accurate. So that's kind of how that's the approach there. Hey, Polar Bear. It's got my Ender 3 V3 SE, and it's been the greatest thing. Nice. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. All right, here we go. Now we're full speed ahead. Here, let me click on it so it's not just 5 FPS. So you can set how much FPS it is when it's not in focus. So my mouse was clicked off somewhere else, so it sets to 5. This shoots for about 20 FPS on the camera. But yeah, now the auxiliary fan is on. As you can see, my table is shaking pretty good. But she is rolling. I mean, that looks... I wish I could get a camera all the way over there, but last time I tried, it killed my live stream. So I won't do it. You got rid of the bolt switch. That was technically the auto... Yeah. No, I I had a lot of problems with it. You know, if it didn't clean perfectly, or there was filament oozing or something, it would always mess up the Z, and it would ruin prints. As soon as I took that thing off, and I literally cut that thing. As soon as I took that thing off and started using the stock Omeron that's in there, it's been like this every single print that I've been printing since I started. So out of all the issues that I kind of had with the thing and figuring out what it's all about and all the mods that I wanted on it, the Omeron has been just perfect. So the 100 is fast. Yeah, the 100 is fast. It's a cool machine for sure. If you work in graphic design, a cool t-shirt may be something like a Benchy with Uncle Jesse dangling off the bow instead of Leonardo DiCaprio. Nice. I do like that. I do like that. I don't work directly in graphic design, although I've been a graphic designer forever, both professionally and non-professionally. Right now I run a web design firm, so I'm still doing a lot of design. It's just not directly graphic design, if that makes sense, but it's something I've been doing, you know, most of my life at this point. I feel like since 2005. So yeah, these type of things are what I enjoy to do on my free time. If I didn't have this YouTube channel, or 3D printing is what I would be doing. So I gotta say, AliExpress has gotten so much better, where Amazon has become AliExpress. Here's the rant. Here's the rant section of the live stream. Hold on. Man, I've been looking for a few things on Amazon, okay, lately. And every time I go on Amazon looking for a brand, something with a brand, it could be a tool, it could be something that I just need and I want like a reputable thing. I've noticed that it's become nearly impossible to find something worthwhile on Amazon. And obviously that's not for every case, but type in anything. Type in anything that you're looking for. Type in, I don't know, what's like a household item that you might need? A humidifier, okay? Type in humidifier, and you know some of those brands. You're familiar, maybe Philips. I don't know what's off the top of my head. Okay, I'm not gonna go into the brands, okay? But try to type in something that you would be looking for in your normal life, that you would buy on Amazon as an actual thing, and see the stuff that Amazon feeds you. It is absolute junk with fake reviews. That's trash. It's mostly super cheap. Type in calipers. Type in screwdrivers. Type in. Like Amazon, in my opinion, has gotten so bad. And by the way, there's a room for that stuff. I buy that stuff all the time, and I'm super happy with it. But not always. I want the choice, and I feel like they're hiding the bigger brands because maybe they don't get as much or something. I don't know how it exactly works. Maybe they're trying to control it. Maybe they get more stock from Chinese companies. I don't know what it is. But I feel like the experience of going to Best Buy or Home Depot that was dwindling down, at least towards the end of last year, has become so much better. Maybe I'm getting older and I'm just like cynical and weird or something. I don't know. But like, if I want a quality thing because I'm pissed off about constantly ruining whatever the cheap thing is, and like I said, there's room for that. But like, you almost can't get it on Amazon unless you go directly to it, unless you know something about it. It's really frustrating. I find it very frustrating that you're allowed to make a listing on Amazon for something, and use this as an example. Let's say I make a 40mm fan listing, okay? And I just run it, and it's super popular, it's cheap, maybe it's crap, but I sell 1,000 of them. I can change that listing to a hot end that I've never shipped before, and it's under the same listing, with the same reviews. I find that just ridiculous. I can't believe it. I think it's just a total BS. They need to change their entire review process, and I think it's trash. Meanwhile, I've been ordering a bunch of stuff on AliExpress. And AliExpress, not only is it the same, it's okay, it's worse. It's worse than Amazon because they show you like all kinds of whack stuff. But I'm finding things that I want on AliExpress and getting it in a week, getting it in 2 weeks, with tracking, with actual really good direct pricing. And that to me is just BS because of just That's not what Amazon has been my entire life of using Amazon. So there you go. Rant over. I'm now going to look at the comments. But I find that just, it's frustrating to me. I don't know why. Maybe it shouldn't be. But I hate it. Sponsored! No, it's not sponsored. Fabric softener. Exactly, Matthew. That's what I'm talking about. Type that in. It's all BS in there. They put Uncle Jesse on a benchy, make sure there's no glass windows in it. I think maybe there's something that involves around glass. I probably should send. Actually, I have no way to talk to Uncle Jesse. I only met him one time at a show, said hi. You know, obviously he doesn't know who I am, but I feel like making a shirt with him on there would probably be not okay. I don't know. I'm in Greece and I use Ally and it's the best site. See? I'm starting to use it more and more. I just ordered some stuff today. I just got messages with tracking that it already shipped. It's a 2-week shipping. The reviews were solid with pictures. I mean, come on. Come on, Amazon. Amazon has gone way downhill. They just don't seem to care near as much as they used to. Yes. Yeah, so customer service is another thing. So, okay, maybe the monologue's not over. So, there's plenty of times when I have trouble with something. Or maybe something wrong got shipped. Or I don't know, whatever it is, and I contact support. Support wants to just give me the money back, make it as easy as possible for me, which I appreciate, but then they just leave. They're like, do you need anything else? I'm like, no, and thank you for it. While I'm typing that, they're gone already. Like, they don't care. They click the buttons. The screen popped up for me to give them 5 stars, and they're out of there. They could care less about if they cost Amazon money, if they let me keep the damaged item, whatever it might be. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but Amazon's been rubbing me the wrong way. Yeah. All right. Now maybe it's actually over. Some of it is SEO exploitation. Those crap. Yeah, 100%. 100% it's exploitation. Amazon raises the prices on everything. What's happening? This I want to know why. My camera just cut out over here. I wonder if that's just this going to sleep occasionally. Anyway, you are older. You go to Home Depot for tools? Gotta get hit on by women. Yes. Good points. The Chinese brands have taken over for sure. 100% they've taken over. You can't just have a product title in the product now. Have it as a description, SEO, physics stuff. Yeah, for sure. I go to Harbor Freight for those tools. Facts. I go to Harbor Freight actually a lot less because I can get those tools on Amazon. That was kind of the point of Harbor Freight, right? While AliExpress does not raise the prices, but you know, yes, 100%. Ali's number one. Oh gosh, that's facial expression. Yeah, it does. Actually, one of my favorite expressions is when it's done printing, the eyes spin like it's dizzy from all the things it's been doing. It's kind of great. Just call it Uncle Josie. We need a shirt with Furdo. Furdo. Man, I can't believe that. It's hilarious. Companies be paying people to make fake reviews on Amazon. I got one here and sent to my house. Whoops. Whoa, move too fast. Yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing. I remember way early on, even before my YouTube channel, when I was just doing Instagram, I was getting a lot of people messaging me to do fake reviews on filament and all that stuff. And Amazon used to be vigilant. They would cut accounts off. I've had friends that had their accounts cut off on Amazon, but not anymore. You can just do whatever. It's a rogue over there. Got my touchscreen for my P1S, my Raspberry Pi for my for my Ender on Ally. Well worth it. Yep. Speaking of Chinese product, I love my Cheetah X Plus 3, which you talked me into. Nice. That's good. Yeah, man. I love mine too. I love it. It's a great machine. You know, it's a little big and microwavy, but I'm cool with it. I like it. I have another one of these in my office where it's not sitting next to a bunch of machines, and it's just that and a filament dryer on a white table with nothing else on there at all. And there it looks futuristic. Here, it's a bit microwavy. Nomi winks. Yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah, I've been really loving the Nomi. Have you had a chance to customize yours, Brian, with GIFs? Put a Nomi on a stand next to my V0. I actually bought another one. I bought another one, but I'm thinking one of the videos I want to do is mod the K1. I know the K1C is gonna come out soon. I know Sam had a stream. This guy had a stream today with the V3. V3 today, under 3 V3. But he also talked about the K1C. So we'll see what that's all about. But I'm thinking about doing some mods. I don't know. We'll see. I'm having trouble finding time to do mods to the printers I actually want to do mods to, you know? Hey, Feder, I'm realizing these differential parts again. Oh, okay. How much can I change on the horizon? Yeah, horizontal expansion, 0.6. Yeah, that's fine. You can keep going. That's okay. Just, you know, you're also expanding the overall size. I wouldn't expand the overall size. So horizontal expansion is, okay, you know that little test print that you put the bearing into? That's the perfect way to get horizontal expansion working, is that little test print. It's really quick and easy. So you want that bearing to not just fall in, fall out. You want to be able to just barely press it in, and that should be the perfect setting for horizontal expansion. That's how I've always tuned it on my previous bed slinger machines. Hey, Barnes, what's up, man? What's cracking? Minchin used to do fake reviews. You buy the product, they reimburse you for camera. They all used to do it. It's just a different culture over there. They don't really care about that kind of stuff. To them, it's just business. Reslicing, okay. Are you going to put a Nomi on your K1 Max? I've been thinking about it. Well, the K1 Max, I have a project going. Actually, I'm going to open all this stuff because it's for it, that I'm going to be using that machine for, so I'm not going to mod it. It needs to print for weeks. It's going to be printing for weeks. But the K1's going to be game. My Nomi are both V1, so I have to manually color change the GIFs. That's about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, this has a cool little menu for it. I don't know if you got a chance to play around with it or watch any videos on this thing, but it's really neat how it works. You swipe and do all sorts of stuff. You can even do it while it's moving, which is kind of obscene. Obviously, you're not going to do that. But I do find it very useful when it's sitting. Especially, like, I walk up to the machine and I'm like, I got to go open my laptop. Nah, you just swipe over to the left, hit the bed, use the dial, go, bam, it's heating the bed. I like that kind of stuff. I think it's cool. Did you see Modbot do the K1 toolhead? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm on their Discord. Destinal is a buddy of mine now. We've been working together on the firmware stuff, so I'm definitely in tune with all the mods and everything you can do to the K1 machines. It's just time. That's all it is. And what people are telling me is if I do K1 machines, I'll be very popular, but I don't know if that's necessarily my goal. Like, I don't want to drop the other cool stuff that I want to do just to do stuff that'll make me popular. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of people with K1s. But I'd rather do, like, kind of this type of stuff, I think. I don't know. You ran into some problems, but I think it works now. Yeah, I watched. I fit the test print fine on my regular settings, but I cannot get this differential together. Man. I'm sorry you're having so much trouble. Yeah, I would just keep going with horizontal expansion. Maybe a little more on the housing. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. I've had one bad differential in the front of this yellow truck. But I reprinted it again with a little bit of horizontal expansion that fixed it. So that it's got to be related. That how the JG Maker had me do the review. Oh, really? Off Amazon, that refunded me. Yeah, it just it is how it is. It's an exploit. It is. And Amazon, unfortunately, I don't know if they can't do anything or care, whatever it might be. It's not happening. Hey, Cobble Nugget. Cobble Nugget. I like that name. How you doing? And thank you very much. What am I printing? I am printing, first of all, hello. We are printing this. We are printing a Why do I keep forgetting this word? The thing you put a cup on. Not a koozie. Come on. Hold on. Hold on. English is the worst language. The thing you put a drink on. Come on. Coaster. There we go. Brain. My brain's broken. Printing a coaster. I'll print multiple ones, but I kind of went through my workflow of how I do it. And we do color changes on these things. So it's going to print a millimeter of blue first, and then I'll walk forward. I'll switch it, and we'll go from there. Should be a 46, maybe 50-minute print or so. That's why we're here, though. You do other machines most channels won't do because it's not popular. Right, yeah. Easy say my K1 Max is neck to neck with my P1S, and my KE prints just as good. Yeah, I mean, if it's PLA, I think all printers are gonna, the end result, be almost nearly as good. It's kind of like, I think a machine is really good when it has flexibility, when I can do anything on it that I want, or use it for whatever I need. If I want to throw TPU in it, and then the next day print ASA for a different project, then do, I don't know, glow-in-the-dark PLA, you know what I mean? I think that's what kind of separates some of the machines, and then consistency. Whoa! Well, that's an unexpected issue there. What happened? That's not what it normally does. We had a unknown G-code macro variable. Oh, bummer. Okay. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, I tried to install Obico on this machine. Also, I never caught up with the chat. I tried to install Obico, the server that lets you watch prints remotely, and it completely jacked up all of my macros. It looks like including this one. I'm so frustrated at the moment because I spent like an hour trying to fix it, and I didn't realize this was going to be a problem, because right now it thinks the print is actually over. Okay. So what, man, I must have missed a file somewhere. What is left from Obico in here? So when I was installing it, I didn't realize it was going to take over my macros. As a backup. So it couldn't have added anything at the bottom here, could it? No. Ah, what a bummer. Just like a timing thing is a bummer. Oh, let me go back and keep this thing hot. Ah. LED breathing. It even messed that up. Well, let's go back to macros. So could it have swapped? Nope, these are all mine. These are mine. That's mine. That's mine. So cancel print. It did this. It canceled print. Because as you can see here, this is LED breathing, and it should be LEDs breathing. So why did it do this? Why did it run cancel print and not my... Why is this... What? All right, hold on, everybody. Let me use my full brain. This is resume. I want nothing in resume. So why did it do cancel print? Here's pause. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is what it was supposed to do right here. I've used this countless times, but it didn't do it. It canceled print. Okay, we have to do a test print. We have to do a smaller test print. I wonder if this was the last leftover piece that I missed. This was all... I don't like that. I don't like that. It makes me upset. Let me get this off. Other than that, though, obviously I just cut it here with the knife, but other than... Pretty spot on. To say I'm bummed is just... Okay, let's do a quick test, and I'll catch up with... Oh, right, this isn't even Orca. Let's go back to Orca. 60... 220. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make... Oh, here, we'll just do new bed. Add primitive. Let's do a cylinder because they're fast. Let's go to height. Let's make this Z. Whoops. Hey. 5 millimeters. All right, let's do this. Slice. I'm gonna go just a little bit in. We're gonna add a pause here, and this will be our test. It'll be a 5-minute test. That should still give us enough time to make this print happen. Let's slice, print. All right. Let's do that test and see what the heck happened, because I hate whatever happened. No more coffee for you. Nah, so Obico, I've used it before, and I don't remember why I stopped, but I ended up installing it, and I saw it did so much that I didn't expect. It kind of turned me off of it. I have other ways to reaching my machine outside of my network, but I kind of wanted to see if it was worth, you know, at least checking into. Now my cameras won't change? What is even happening? Is it injecting extra stuff so that it crashes? I don't know, but it injected a whole bunch. I just didn't like that it took over my macros, and that was enough for me to instantly delete it. All right, hold on. Let me catch up. Yes, it messes around with your Moonraker config. Yes, it did. It had added extra ones that I just didn't like that at all. I didn't expect it. Obviously, they probably said it somewhere in some kind of text, but it threw me off, and I didn't like it. What's everything? I just look for all the things Z-hop in the macro, since that was one of the errors. Perhaps I was calling that before. That's also true. I did notice that LED breathing, and I know that because when I was setting up my LEDs, that was an error that I made, and I saw it in there, so I know it was that block. It canceled the print. That's why you did the little rolly eyes and made the green check mark. So need to give away 3 rolls for 3 years. That's a good idea. Too late now, but good idea. What service was this? Obico. That was the one that I'm talking. That was like it did too much stuff that I uninstalled it. Yeah, Obico for Clipper is what I was mentioning. Hope that everyone signs up for the giveaway. Votes for Boron. Yes, I hope so too. I definitely want to add that to this machine, obviously. And I have the V1 kit. I would only need a few parts to make it a V2. And obviously, if I'm going to be making it, I'm not going to make V1. So I clipperized my K1, but wound up rolling it back. I ran into too many issues. Really? That's surprising. Don't get greedy, Pathfinder. It should be 30 for 3. Hey, we just gave away 60 spools recently. There's no way I'm asking anything else of them, you know? All right. There we go. Heating the hot end now. It did the leveling. One of the other things that I really like about the camp purge, the thick camp purge, is if you have all these little danglies like this, it actually gets rid of them really, really nicely. Obviously, I'll get them off like this if I can. Also, I think it just got like sucked up in the fan, which is hilarious. There it is. But it does a really good job at taking those things off. I've been using Octo app. Just add a clipper support and it works with Octo everywhere, but I haven't set that up yet. Okay, yeah, I saw that one too. But yeah, I'm going to stick away from those. Like I said, I have other ways of getting into view the machine outside of the network. I just don't. I don't like it. It's meant to be really easy, and I agree it is easy. But I feel like they try to get so much from you. That part I don't like. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Hops and streams pretty often. Nice. Use the Moonraker API. It doesn't change anything. See, that I can appreciate. All right. So let's see what this thing does. Here's our little circle. All right. You guys see what's going on? Let me make this thing active again so that the refresh rate's actually desirable. Also, you guys aren't actually seeing exactly what I'm seeing, right? Because it's like through a browser, through a recording. Because it's actually pretty darn smooth on this end. Let's see if it's better in the browser. Hold on, let me let's go home here. And let's open the browser one. Yeah, 'cause usually it sticks around 20. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of low actually. Cans at 43, that's actually great. Raspberry Pi's at 36, that's fantastic. The board's straight up room temperature. So what did it do? No, it did it again. Okay, so something is legitimately wrong. Okay, so this it's gonna mess up my entire whole thing for the stream. So what it's supposed to do, just so you guys are fully aware of what it did for months at this point, was it would come all the way forward, as forward as it goes, and it turns off the hot end so that you can, you know, you can keep it up for, I don't remember what the actual cutout is, but it's a long time. So you come back to it, you set up your temperature again, you extrude, you change your filament, whatever. It doesn't actually affect the Z at all. And once you change your filament, you purge, you just hit resume, and it just goes and resumes perfectly with the next color change. All right, so it was that. It's still canceling. It's still canceling the print, and there's nothing to show for it. It just does it here. Unknown macro, and then it cancels. Is it supposed to have these in it? All right, let's one more test. Man, I'm so bummed. The reason why I don't want any of this in there is because this scrapes the print when it comes back. I think it's this part that I don't need right here. But I'll just keep it the same, and I'll use base resume. So, okay, so where is that cancel print? This doesn't have any Z offset in it. So it's actually using cancel print, but because there's some kind of Z offset issue. Let's check this first. Tech is amazing as long as it works. Yeah, it's because I keep messing with it. That's what it is. I just can't leave things alone. Ever since I was a kid, I've been taking stuff apart and barely putting it back for a very long time. But here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. As funny as it all is, here's the difference. The difference is, this is all like self-induced, essentially. Like I know what not what happened. Obviously, I don't. 'Cause I'm like searching for it. But what I mean by that is, I don't have to rely on a manufacturer. Like this isn't their problem. This is my problem. I did it, so it feels different. Let's go ahead and reprint this, and we'll try again. Can you hit CMD final instance of Z-hop? Yeah, I can do that. But I have a feeling it's running into that problem. I can't believe it was so intrusive. I really don't like that. So in pause. Why is there a gap right here? It could be here. It could be here. Clipper pause and resume. No, there's a gap there. Yeah, 12-hour timeout. Yeah, this is all okay. And that's the last one. Yeah, so it's these. I don't like what this does. I'm going to use base resume when I go to resume, because what this ends up doing is instead of just going right back to where it needed to go, it like goes down and then does it, and it scrapes the rest of the print. I have an example of that right here. So on this print, it might be hard to see. Like I threw this out because it frustrated me. There's a line right there. Maybe it's hard to see, but it's black. That's the problem. So when it started printing, I'm trying to get like the light on. Oh, there you go. See that across the door, that line? What it does is when it was printing the black, instead of going from here and just going right to it and going, it goes down and then scrapes across the bed. So base resume was working just fine, but then I decided, hey, everything is working really good. Let's go ahead and install some good old Obico. Oof. All right, let's see if maybe it just didn't have enough in resume. And if not, we will try again. Sounds like an engineer to me. Could just get a bamboo? Zero chance. Yeah, that's cool. I know. That's cool. For some things there are, not for this. Zoomy. I'm going to get the A1, but still going to do the... Nice. That's cool. Yeah, the A1 seems like a great machine. True. Tinkering, yes. My printer keeps doing that nozzle scraping. Yeah. It's a simple fix for people that know the stuff really well, like the code part really well. You can just kind of like look through it and see where it's doing that behavior. And I think it's towards the end there where it's doing any of the Z-hop commands. Never had that scraping issue. Yeah, when I type in base resume, then it does what I want. It just goes from the top directly to the print and goes, and that's what I want. What it was doing previously, like I said, it would go down first and then go, and it was just... I hate that. I love it so much. Yeah, it's nice to print. At some point, I think you'll miss it, and at some point, you're going to start printing stuff for it. But that's just me saying things. You know, enjoy it. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. There's setting a cure for that, something about avoiding walls. It's called combing, not in combing, and then you do not an outer layer or something like that. All right, see, now we're pushing it. It's already 11:12. It would have been a 46-minute print. Now I'm totally bummed that I didn't get it. That sucks. So hopefully it just works right now, and if not, well, that's a bummer. That's a weird thing about Clipper. Is people try to make these kind of hands-off things that do a lot of stuff for you. It doesn't do it a non-destructive. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like that app does do a lot. It really does. But it is meant way more for a non-custom Clipper setup than what I had. And because mine was so customized and I had it set up exactly to how I wanted, when I noticed what it did, I was like, and I did an uninstall, and the uninstall left all the trash. Boom. Okay, so here's what it does. Here's what my macros do. So as you can see, it's still keeping the bed, the fans, everything is on. Yeah, no problem there. And it goes to 0, which means it could sit like this for 12 hours, and it's not going to delaminate the print, which is the goal. Internet. All right, so here's what I would do. Obviously, you guys can't see it in that screen. So when you come back to it, you set the filament temperature to whatever you'd like. We're obviously going to have to wait a second. And I'll cancel this print in a second, but... I'm not sure how that works when you're literally printing separate things on top of each other. It just remembers it, if you're still talking about Z. Yeah, so when we get a little bit closer to about 180, and this would help if you have a ceramic heater. I don't on this particular machine. But when we're going to get closer to 180 on the hot end there, what I'm going to do is extrude. I extrude about 100 millimeters. There we go, we're a little over. Oops, I did it too fast. There we go. Okay, chill. And what I'm going to do is I let it hang off the print bed so that it kind of pulls off of the tip there. Here, let's see if I have a better... Nah, that's not that much better. Here we go. Extrude. What is going on here? That's extrude on. So even this is messed up. So, okay, so PSA, let this whole stream be a PSA. Don't install this if you have completely custom macros. Come on, man. Yeah, it even messed with my extrude macros. Ah, what a frustration. Anyway, we can get around it. So there you go. And then what I do is I would just click resume up here, right here. When I figure out the issue and I have it, it'll be fine. But what I'm going to do here is we're going to type in base resume, and it is just going to go. This thing gets snagged and left behind, which was the extrude of a different color. And now we should be going we should be going full speed if this thing decides to refresh the video for me. Squishmallow Kid. Hey, man. Biggest fan. What's up? Thanks for popping into the stream, man. I don't know what's going on with this right now. That's because we're doing a live stream, and that's kind of how it works, doesn't it? All right, and it's perfect, so I'm going to stop this, and we're going to go right back into the real print. So cancel. So it looks like it needed all of those things in the macros, which is something I just learned with you. It wouldn't be fun if things didn't go wrong. All right, I'm going to go as fast as I can so that hopefully we can still do this together. Let's go to reprint. Big logo. Reprint. I wonder why this interface is bugging out. Not the interface, specifically the camera feed. Is there like a cache or something? Like everything else is doing fine. Like as you can see, I've been printing a ton on this thing. Yeah, it's got filtration inside, outside, auxiliary fans. It's got this. Literally has this machine has everything I want. I'll catch you all in about 5 minutes. All right. What is the model? The model is this design of a coaster of my logo. Since it's the 3rd birthday of my channel, I figured would make something for my channel. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is here. I mean, it says 0. Yeah, like whatever must have happened with this installation has really done a number. Oh well, it's just the camera feed, it's fine. So trying for disco lights while we print. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it is very fulfilling when you get it. Like I feel so much better that I figured that out. I got to the issue and was able to resolve it. Like that feels great. Hey, thanks for subbing, Squishmallow Kid. Try IP address instead of the name. Do I remember the IP address? I can actually look it up because it was the last thing I SSH'd into. 58 192. Yep. No, looks like it must be something else. Background music isn't normal either. The volume's surfing up and down, distortion. Oh, really? Sorry, everybody. Oh, so in this view, there is no background music. And what you're hearing is through my mic. because this background music I set up for playing a game. Yeah. That's true. Alright, my bad, everybody. There's a lot of issues going on, huh? So, for example, you should hear background music here. But this just doesn't have chat and whatnot. Let's do this one. This one should have all of it. Thank you, by the way. See, this is the kind of thing that's very helpful. Thank you, because I can't notice that on my end, obviously, so I appreciate that. Issues make it real, yeah. Yeah, we're just friends hanging out. That's what this whole thing is. I'm not some know-it-all, you know. And the knowledge that I do have, I try to share with everybody. Cheers. All right, so what are we waiting on? We are heating. I wonder if it's just too many instances. Like, I have it open there. I have it open in Orca Slicer. Do I have multiple Orcas? No. That could be it, I guess. But like, this is at 0 FPS, which is just strange. This thing usually runs at 20 whenever I've printed anything for hours and hours. So I'm not sure exactly. Could the camera be overheating? But it's not even that hot. The doors are open. Whoa, that was fast. Yeah, I mean, I doubt it has anything to do with heat. There's my... I'm not sure. Maybe 720p is too demanding for this long. Like, no, I've printed it for hours at a time. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm gonna have to do some research. I've seen very, very few perfect days. Well, you get a very slow update here and a little bit of a faster one over there. What I'll do is I'll set this camera maybe up so there's at least something you guys can see. And what I can do, let's go to meet, zoom in all the way. It's not gonna be the highest quality thing ever, but at least you'll know that it's going. There we go. There's settings in Crow's Nest to use better streamer for the webcam. Yeah, so Crow's Nest is another thing that I need to get back into, because I do want to set up time-lapse on this machine, because that's something that I still haven't done. But I do have the camera set to 720p, which is kind of high, I guess, for just this type of thing. But I do love how crispy it is. Like, it is actually HD. But yeah, it must be something streaming related. I mean, I'm also streaming to YouTube, you know? I mean, it looks like the load on my PC is 9%, and it looks like the load on this thing is not that bad. The highs are 30%, so the can is fine. Yeah, like, system utilization is barely anything. It's less than a 1% load. It has plenty of space, so it must be something else. Mine's at 1080p, really. Randy made it. Hey, Randy, how you doing, man? Better streamer. Do you remember what the streamer is? 15 FPS. So I have it. Here, I'll show you my settings, because this stuff, see, like, this stuff loads perfectly fine. If we go to Crow's Nest, maybe it's a little bit slow. Like, this type of stuff should kind of be instant. Yeah, I have it to 720p at 25 as the target. It never hits 25. It usually sticks to about 20, like 1720, which looks great. So it's using Ustreamer. Should I do something else? I don't know. Perfect is boring. Yeah, I mean, I get bored with that kind of stuff, but I know a lot of people don't, and I think it's fine. I think we can both coexist. That's all good. You know, Gryfang, as long as you're getting entertainment from the issues that I'm running into and running around working, then we're both winning, right? Yours is working, you're watching this, maybe learning some stuff, and I'm also learning some stuff. So, working on old Ender 3 that I sold to someone a year ago. I know what that's like. That free IT support, baby. Anyway, this is all fine. As long as it's printing and doing its thing, I don't really care. Whatever's happening here, I'll be able to fix. I'm just so happy that I found the issue, fixed it, and now we're back to how things were. Yeah, perfect layer there, so nothing bad here. Not free, even better. That's perfect. All right, what I wanted to do is unbox these boxes, and now I realized I set all this stuff up. All right, that's printing. It's kind of boring, so let's do. Does this have the other view? I guess it doesn't, does it? All right, maybe I'll set up a couple more views. Does this have it? No. All right, we'll do this view for a minute, just so I can unbox some of this stuff. All right, so this is from Creality. Let's see. This is all stuff for a project that I'm working on in this upcoming year. It's going to involve a Creality 3D scanner, Creality filament, and a Creality machine. Also, happy channel birthday. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Always a good time here, and even funnier, my daughter just walked in with the drooping Trunksy single-arm POS that I gave her. Randy, want to fix a droopy printer? Nice. Oh, wow, that was just like that, huh? Well, I guess you know what's in here. I just ordered parts for the Bento V2. Nice, for the X Plus. Yep, cool, nice. Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right, let's get these out of here. So, here we have a Hyper PLA, and this is skin tone. That might give you a hint at what that could be. I think I just got a cardboard cut. I did. Got a nice little flapper going. Here we have Hyper PLA brown. You're finally replicating yourself? Yes. A true rep wrap. All right, another brown. So when I was 3D scanned, when Creality came to the house with their scanner, I was wearing I think I was wearing this shirt, but I'm gonna be wearing a blue shirt, brown khakis, black shoes, and you know, I have skin. So the idea is when I go to reprint, I'm going to be printing in the actual colors. That's another brown. So, no more skin tone. I've heard over 5 days straight, 2 reels of that crap for an articulated doll for my daughter to give it to my niece. I never want to see the fleshy filament again. Which one did you use? Was this Creality Hyper PLA? This is brand new. More skin. I was under the impression that they only had like 2 Hyper PLA colors, because that's all I had. I had black and white. Oh no, red and white, because there's red on my desk right there. But there's a whole line. Like they have a giant line of different color filament. By the way, there's about 30 minutes left in the giveaway. It should be right up there, pinned to the top comment there. More skin. Paramount, oh, okay. Are you printing a 1-to-1 copy? Yes, I am. When you started 3D printing, did you start using Clipper or did you start with Marlin and learn that first? I used Marlin, and when I made my custom machines, which I guess I had two, but one was, I actually built one. When I needed firmware, I had to learn how to compile Marlin, and that was the worst part. I hated it. I never wanted to do it again. Why is there so many brown? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brown? That's not right. 5? I think I needed 3 brown. We'll find out in a second. Here's round 2. But yeah, I learned with Marlin, and I dreaded anything that has to do with compiling firmware. I've done it, but I just hated it. It was very complicated to me. And Clipper, you don't have to compile. You don't have to see it separately. It's on the machine. So the fact that you don't have to reflash everything and go into a boot mode and hold buttons down and switch a little thing from 24 volts to 5 volts so you can run it from USB. Just the fact that you can hit restart and it starts into the new firmware that you essentially made in Clipper with the changes to your config. It's really hard to go back. Hey, Dum Dum Dev, how you doing, man? Gonna be printing a lot of poop with that brown. Alright, so we got another lovely bundle. This one has actual protection in it, whereas those were just tumbling around in there like it was nothing. I do have a spreadsheet with all the filament that I need, so we'll see if this meets. That's black right there. We should be running into blue in a lot of it. Looks like some water did get in. So it's raining heavily right now. And when they delivered this, it was pouring. I wiped it down, but I see this is wet. So it's nice that they're individually packaged. All right, we got hyper blue. So that will be for the shirt. Actually, it looks like it's the right amount of filament. I did ask for an extra spool of each one in case I end up running into some kind of issue. Okay, here's black. There should be 2 black, 1 for each shoe. Yep, blue. Joy from Creality, if you're watching this for some odd reason, thank you very much for sending me the filament. Jolene, thank you very much for listening to my nonsense all the time. I appreciate it. Sabrina, you too. Although I don't expect them to randomly be watching my stream. All right, blue. This should be the most because, well, it's the shirt. Do we really need a copy? No, but that's the point. Want to be named Ferdo? Yes! First of all, he's 100% getting a Ferdo name tag. 100%. This will be Ferdo. Alright, there we go, yeah. 5 of these. I guess that leaves either 1 skin. Let's see, I can't tell what it is. I want my own feather. No, you don't. Good night. All I better get in bed before the wife doesn't allow me in anymore. I'll just blame this channel. 100% blame. 535? Dude, okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, that's a lot of blue. 6 blue. All right, let's transfer. Actually, yeah, let's transfer this. Let's throw this guy over there. Throw this guy over here. Move this behemoth of a machine. Oh, yeah, that's so heavy. By the way, here's the test print on that massive MINGDA machine. And this is the copper 3D Max filament. Look at it. It's gorgeous. The copper filament is just gorgeous. Brand new filament from 3D Max. And something you can choose. Something you can choose if you win. She locked the door. I missed the button. My mouse is over there. I can't scroll. Did you ever mention that name to Creality? I did. They couldn't believe that I didn't say anything to them, which I didn't, because I thought it was kind of funny. Man, I drew blood on Creality cardboard. Seriously though, how big is Ferda going to be? It's 1-to-1. It's going to be actual size. So, let's put that over here. Sorry, it's leaning on the mic. Hopefully the noise cancellation is decent. What do you wait? You're printing? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I am printing. I'm going to be printing in the new year. Yes, I'm printing my scan in full size. Because anyone can print their scan in a regular size, but not everyone can print themselves in a full size. So I have a couple idle machines, but I'm going to be using one machine. I'm going to print the whole thing on the K1 Max. There we go, nice little stacker over there. Oh, those labels being on other sides is gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me. Oh, great. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to do this later, but I can't look back there. That's gonna the labels. The labels being mismatched is gonna bother me enough to spend the actual time to not do it. You're gonna have a Ferdo, yeah. That's right. I also need to take the scan. I also need to scan myself sitting in a chair so I can print myself for my trucks, because I do want to put me as a driver in the trucks. Enjoy splitting the model. Let me show you something. Oh, hold on. No, not cancel. New window. Project is no longer available. What you talking? Oh, right, because it used to be on my desktop. All right, hold on. That's in 3D Print SOS. Here, full body scan, open. If anyone calls you a narcissist or anything else, I've never done this type of thing before, so yeah, I guess so. So yeah, Yeah, the full girth. There's a couple funky cuts that I didn't really expect. And I'm going to see if I can make them useful for some reason. Like, for example, I'm not sure why they cut the back of the head. I don't know what the limitation was because it wasn't size. But these are 300 by 300 build plates. So there's a couple of giant pieces. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I've never done anything like it. And like I said, my goal of this is to print them in the color that they are. I'm not going to paint them, although maybe, I don't know. But I thought it'd be fun. Kind of like a random mannequin. I don't know how it's going to come out, but why not? Upload to Maker's World, 100% info. Yeah, Maker's World is bothering me enough to the point where I've never even been on it. I've never even gone onto the website. I've never downloaded the app. I'm not gonna. I hate that people are exploiting it and getting a ton of free machines and making it a whole business and like farming other people's files. I guarantee you my files are on there. I guarantee you. I've never been on there ever. But it's enough for me not to want to even go on there at all. Alright, so we should be nearing the pause. I don't want to put more stress on it to load the file in. But obviously we'll hear it here, and then this head will move all the way forward. What's going to be the next color? That's probably important. Let's figure that out. So the color on the very bottom is red. Okay. So it'll be red, then white, followed by gold. We'll do it in that order. We have 17 minutes left in our giveaway. 45 people, so still really good chances to actually win. All I have to do is answer the question, fill in basic information, just so that I can send you the stuff. And you'll have a chance to win a roll of PLA by 3D Max. So if you guys want to jump in, about 15, 16 minutes left. And for those just joining, I do have a new shop. Shop.3dprintsos.com. There's also links down below where you can get a bunch of cool shirts and a mug. If you don't want to sport the logo, I have some cool stuff like this. If you 3D print perfectly, you can't buy the shirt, not allowed. But the price is crazy. I moved to the store because my old shirts were $28, and these are just 16 and 18. So yeah, it's fantastic. So here's the latest. I made this design last night, all original designs, and I plan on making a bunch more. As you can see, you can go from small all the way up to 5X. These are print on demand, so they're not coming from me. But yeah, and I think this one's rad. I would love to hear more ideas for these things. I think the mug, by the way, has my logo on the other end. So depending on how you hold it, it's a cool mug. 13 bucks. Should be neat. We got a hoodie. I do want to add a zip hoodie because I legitimately want a zip hoodie. But there's color options, sizing options. It's pretty rad. Knees weak, arms heavy. Fetters 3D printed spaghetti. Come on. I get a good chuckle out of it. Bucket hats, not ball caps. Bucket hats. I've never worn one in my life, I don't think. But I'll do it. I just don't think people want to wear my logo. Like, I know some people would, but it just seems like it's not. You know what I mean? So I want to come up with some other designs. All right, so that's ready. Yep, there it goes. It's at the front. So we'll do 220 degrees while it's still hot. I'm going to set this to 49 because I haven't figured out what that arrow is. I'm going to retract twice. That's enough to retract the current filament. Peter, can you add some hats in there too? Yeah, sure. I can add some hats. With what? My logo or something else? Put the logo on a polo? I think that just goes back to me questioning whether or not people want to wear my logo. You know what I mean? Like I don't, maybe just me, like I don't necessarily want to wear other people's logos. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me. We decided it was red that was going next, right? Yeah, red, white. Yeah, okay, okay. Why not? People run around with Nike, Adidas, Puma. It's true. Yeah, stick to the more generic stuff. The hot end silhouette idea I actually really like. I guarantee you if you saw like a classic J-head, you would know what that is. If you saw the bamboo hot end, you would know what that is. If you saw the Creality hot end, you would know what that is. A bunch of silhouettes of hot ends in a pattern tilted would look kind of cool. So that might be something. So there you go. I put in some red filaments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude 4 times. And feed that in there. Let it go through. I know you guys can't see that. I mean, you can see it. You can see it here. There it goes. It's extruding, and like I said, what I do is I kick it out here so that it hangs and kind of pulls itself. There we go, and you can see like its weight just takes it down. Right there. So that is perfectly purged. And then what I do is obviously I usually hit that, oops. I usually hit that resume button, but we need to do base resume because I want it to just go right back. And as soon as I do that, you guys see what I'm doing? Oh, it's a cut off. There we go. I'll just do base resume, come over here, hold this, and there it goes. It goes right back. And we are good to go. And that is how I do multicolor without all the nonsense issues that were happening and without whatever's going on with my camera. So it looks like I still have a couple glitches to figure out. I've never seen anyone wearing 3D Print Nerd anything, and he's pretty much the pinnacle of our community. Right, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I agree. That's why I don't want to do my logos. I did my logos in a store for 2 years, and I think I sold maybe 2 shirts in the entire time frame. So it's clearly not a thing that matters. So, blob of death, exactly. Maybe one of them as a joke is a blob of death. You know? Oh, that's my empty brewski. I saw a tweet about 3D print community being toxic, retweeted a couple times today. I don't see that in any groups I'm in. Do you? Oh my gosh, yeah. I see toxic groups and okay, go into go into any single Bamboo Lab group. Pick your choosing. Go in there, spend 15 minutes in there, 10 minutes, you'll want to leave. The thing about the logo is, no offense, but it means more to us than the average person on the street. It means more at, right, it means more at Murph, right, etc., where 3D printing people are gathered. I agree. I agree. I'll buy the mugs for sure. Nice. Yeah, like a mug wrapped in, or a mug that has all different hot ends wrapped around it in a silhouette. That would be kind of neat. Yeah, Facebook is where toxic people go. Well, I gave up on Facebook. Oh, then you're good. I think you should be okay. Hey, the real Spirit Cat. Congrats on 3 years. Thank you. Been only around for the last 3 months. It's all good. It's all good. You're here now. It ain't where you're from. It's where you at. You should make another custom machine. I would love to, but the time and the effort that it would take, I'm not sure I have that. I know if you're a full-time creator, that's probably doable. But for me, this is a thing I do after work, after my family's asleep, and I can only dedicate so much of my time to it. At least at this point, it just doesn't make sense to spend more. Like, I already spend a lot of time, you know, dedicated to this channel. Probably more than it's healthy. So I'm kind of like, I'm not like at capacity, but I'm at capacity, if that makes sense. So I kind of have to take it easy. So Luke, that's why I've been kind of just sticking to the things that I like and really picking and choosing what I'm doing. I say no to machine reviews and only cherry pick them, ones that I think matter or are cool to me or I have experience with, you know. So we'll see. I do have a couple cool machines. I have a really cool 2 trees machine that's going to be probably the first feature video. I have a Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus, I think it is, the slightly larger 300 by 300 machine that I want to compare with the gigantic MINGDA machine, because I still think those are relevant because they're large and not everyone wants to spend $1,000 on a large machine. You know, so there's a bunch. There's the King Rune machine that's on the way. There's a super fun ANET build that I can't wait to do. You guys just don't vote for it, unfortunately, when I do polls. What else? Yeah, ton of projects. I got to do the airplane. The airplane's going to fly by summer. It's got to. Yeah, Bamboo Lab, Facebook, or any of them. There's a ton of them. Go into any of those and you'd want to just leave instantly. It's so bad. They're so bad in there. Jess! How you doing, Jess? Longtime friend of mine. Look at you looking all jolly holding that keyboard in your in your avatar there. How you doing, man? Hope you had a great holiday. And if I don't talk to you, I hope you have a great New Year, sir. I love the bamboo one left because repeat questions get cool. Yeah. I have the Only Benchies hat. Yeah, like I had that idea before I knew that he had that merch as a Nero. I definitely had that idea because of my OnlyFans things that I do in Clipper, in the fans section. Yeah, then I saw him wearing it. I was like, oh, and then I saw it in the background of his videos. I'm like, oh, and I looked a little bit further and I realized he had that for a while now. So. Hey, thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man, you've been there the entire time. You've been there way before this channel. I wonder how many years before. About a year? 2 years, maybe? No, longer. Yeah, because I did Instagram for a while. That didn't do anything or go anywhere at all, but it was fun. Yeah, I wonder what is up with the camera feed. That's something I gotta look into. If any of you guys know what this could be, I would love to know. It has to be something with crow's nest, obviously, because it just does not want to load. Definitely need a nozzle. Yeah, the reprint groups are just as toxic as the car community. There are some toxic car groups, for sure. Hey, Papa's here. You missed a lot. There were some issues. Found the fixes. Oh, also, hold on. Before I keep catching up with the chat here, because I think there's a lot, actually. What's going on? Why is everything letting me down right now? What is even happening? Here we go. 4 minutes left. We got 4 minutes left. For those that are just joining, in the pinned comment all the way to the chat, if you're in the United States, you're going to stick around till the end. Go ahead and jump into here. Fill this question out. Let me know what your opinion is on the next thing you guys want to see on a live chat. And then you have a chance to win a roll of PLA from 3D Max. Okay? And then also check out shop.3dprintsos.com. Your family, health, and job come before the hobby. Right, right. I mean, obviously, this is an extended hobby at this point, right? Look at my room. But yeah, it's still important for people to know that this isn't my full time, because I get a lot of requests for things, and I just can't. I just don't have the time. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I just can't. Do you have the 2 trees one? Yes. Yes, I do. That's going to be the first machine in 2024. I voted for that A-net build. Nice. Maybe a shirt with the hot end, the silhouettes, and on the back it says, "Are you staring at my hot end?" I like that. What was the printer with the hat? That is the Flying Bear Reborn 2. Sorry. Sorry, I had to go through that. Oh, I printed the Cub. Oh, the Cub is awesome. Hopefully you printed it in yellow, because it looks so good in yellow. Doing well. Love seeing your live stream. Nice. Yeah, I try to do it every Wednesday. I got really sick last week. I caught some stomach bug thing. It was probably one of the worst. I haven't been that sick in a long time. I was in the bed. I literally spent an entire 24 hours in bed sleeping. I just, like, it erased an entire day. And the day before, I spent most of the day throwing up or some version of that in the bathroom. And it was just, it was brutal. It was 3 days of my life pretty much were just deleted. So I couldn't do a live stream then. But and then I'm not sure what's going to happen next week either, because of the New Year's and stuff and work. But we'll see. I try to do every Wednesday. You should do more IG stuff now. You know, like I said, I used to all the time, and I used to try to keep it like as high end as I could. It was all DSLR stuff, all my best work, but it just never amounted into anything. And what ends up happening is people try to use it as a platform to DM me for questions. I just, once again, I'd rather spend that energy to do YouTube, because I can connect way better here. Huh. You downgraded it to used to be PLA. Well, it is PLA Plus. All their PLA is PLA Plus, just so you know. My kids and wife had the flu. Ugh, yeah, it's just the worst. Appreciate, yeah, my people. My people. I try to give back, you know? Ooh, this song again. I think we started with this song, didn't we? It's a good one. Ooh, that's looking good. I wish I could show you guys that. Maybe for next stream, what I'll do is I'll extend this camera like crazy, or I'll just fix whatever is happening here. Like, why in the world is this stream so wild? I don't know. It's the resources of the machine are not being used. The resources of my computer are not being used. I'm kind of unsure. Let me move this camera down a little bit. Yeah, let's do it this way. Oh, looks like our giveaway just ended. What I'll do is, let's wait for the filament change. I'll do the filament change because it's coming up. I don't want to miss it. And as soon as we have the next filament in, which is going to be white, while it's going, I'll do the giveaway. I didn't get sick. No, why? Because I hate people and I stay away from human contact. Yeah, but the problem with that is, as much as I would love to do that, I pick up my kid from school, right? And the fact that she's in school, it's just, it's so unavoidable. Pump up the volume. I have trouble with that because a lot of people don't like this type of music. I've been getting an increasing amount of hate comments on YouTube about my music. I turned this off within 30 seconds after I heard the music, or this music's so terrible I can't get through a video. All kinds of stuff related to that. Hey Ryo, how you doing? My chitty does that too. What, with the camera? It's got to be just a simple setting somewhere, because I've printed with this thing for hours and it's been crystal clear, even remotely. So this happened after installing Obico. It created a slew of giant problems that I'm just very mad about. I'm bitter. I'm not mad. I'm very bitter about. So we'll see. It's 2023 and the year doesn't want to end quiet and behaving, right? Wonder if there's a way to pull the camera video into OBS directly over your network. Ah, there is. There is. That's a great idea. There totally is. Yeah, because the video is a link, and you can view any stream that's a link. You can. Like right now, no, I'm not gonna add. So last time I tried to add a camera while I was streaming, it was my iPhone, because the iPhone could do essentially like a mobile cam. It kicked me off the stream, and as you know, once you leave the stream, you can't come back. You can't open it. So I'm not gonna do that. But that's a good one. I mean, looks like it's working at least at 1% now and not closed, so it's better than nothing. But it usually sticks at 20. Yeah, the latest version made it worse. Really? Yeah, it's just a codec. It's something in Crow's Nest that needs to be tweaked. I'll figure it out, because I want this thing to be flawless. And I always really like learning all these things about Clipper, because some new machine comes out, it's using Clipper, and something isn't quite right. I'll have a better knowledge of what to do about it. So music's fine, and I'm old. Please pick. I just want to sleep. All right, but hold on. There it goes. All right. Be patient, Luca. Don't forget, free giveaway, right? All right. Let's do 20. I'm going to do 49. Whoa. 49. Retract. I'm setting it 49 because Obico changed some nonsense limit there. Oh no. There we go. I got lucky there. Filament came out. Luke, hopefully you're not watching the stream just to get free stuff, right? Also, I don't mind if you do, but I thought we were hanging out. All right, new filament in. Let's go ahead and extrude. Feed this in. Wait for it to extrude. Perfect. There it goes. And we are going to do base resume. There he goes. Perfect. And that is how we do it around here. So if you give it a second here, it'll move to the edge somewhere. And it shouldn't touch the red outer portion. It should just do the text, the little white lines, and then the whole perimeter there. Get out the clippers and never look back. All right, let's do it. Let's get this going. I'm gonna go to the different screens. I won't be able to see the chat. Whoops. Won't be able to see the chat. What is going on? Computer. There we go. Okay. Let's go to winners. Let's go to draw winners. 1. Draw. Are you in the United States? Yes, you are. Announce winners in widget. Here we go. Congratulations to Kyle S. Kyle S, congratulations. You have won yourself a spool of 3D Max filament. Are you in the chat? Because you do have to be present. I mean, let me make sure that I'm at the very bottom here. So Kyle, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to claim your prize. Kyle's a bot. What? Is it? Okay, diecast. Let me see. What are the 3 last letters of your last name? Chad. Yeah, where is Chad? We miss him. There it is. Swan. Mr. Kyle, congratulations. You won yourself a spool of PLA Plus from 3D Max. Here are your instructions. So what you need to do is you need to go to the 3D Max website. You can use the links in the description if you'd like. It doesn't matter. Find yourself a spool of PLA Plus that's in stock currently, okay? When you find one you like, send me an email to Fedor, F-E-D-O-R, okay? Fedor, F-E-D-O-R, at 3dprintsos.com, okay? And give me your address, your shipping address, where you want this thing shipped, and the spool that you pick, the color that's in stock, okay? So Fedor at 3dprintsos.com is the email. Send me that. I will forward that over along with your address and your choice, and they will ship it out. Probably in about a week or 2, especially because all this stuff is happening. They have a lot of filament to ship for me, not to me, like from the channel. So it takes about a week or 2, so have some patience. I know it's been taking up to 3 weeks for them to ship it, but you will get it. Make sure you just send me that information. Absolutely. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you were here also, because it's always a bit of a pain in the butt to come back, you know? Let me read some of these answers as well. Let's go to actions. So let's see what you guys want to see. Oh, some of you guys put numbers, and I don't remember what they were. Let's see. If I go to preview, well, let me see what they were. I can just see the entries. So that's kind of a bummer that I can't see what the question was. Well, let's see the ones that were in. We got ANET, airplane, ANET. Do you really want the paint of the ANET? I do. K1 Max mods. ANET A8, okay. Airplane project. Carrot Feeder V2. I'd like to see airplane project, given that I'm a mechanical engineer. Nice. Second choice would be 2. New machine unboxing are always great. Okay, cool. New unboxing, all right. Airplane project. Another Voron build. I would love to do another Voron build, by the way. Number 4 all the way. I want to see the Voron Carrot Feeder V2 build. Me too. Me too. I would love to have a multicolor machine that's on par with some of the big boy names. Airplane project. Let's see that. Ain't it? Ain't it? Another carrot feeder V2. Wait, what was number 2? I think it was airplane, maybe. Oh, no, it was machine unboxing. Machine unboxing, machine unboxing, machine unboxing. New machine, baby! Nice. I like all the lives, so they would be great. Nice. Okay, okay, okay. ANET, new machine unboxing, new machine unboxing, new machine unboxing. Wow. New machine unboxing, new machine unboxing. Wow, that's really a surprise, actually. Carrot feeder, ANET, airplane, airplane, ANET. ANET, cool. Airplane, we need to get that thing flying. I agree. It looks like I'm going to have to make a spreadsheet with the results here. Any of them would be cool. The ANET would be like a memory for me personally. Nice. ANET. Vorn always wins. Carrot feeder would be cool. Nice. Oh, we got a new color change. I'll come back to that in 1 second. Let's go to 220. Retract, retract. Guys, anybody sticking around to then? As in like to the end of this print? Carrot fetter. I still use my ET4X. Nice. I had a 5X that I really actually liked. I used it for PETG back then. For when I used to design my own parts and ship them and print them and stuff for clients. It was like my go-to outdoor PETG machine. And then I traded it for a bunch of FPV parts. I never saw it again, unfortunately. I actually don't think the person I traded got it working, unfortunately. All right, so let's go. Extrude, 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 extrude. Keep it going. There it goes. All right, let's do base resume. Perfect. Cool. It is looking great. For some reason, all of my scrolling related things are like something is going on with the PC side, and I knew in the back of my mind I shouldn't have done this, but I did an update on my Mac right before leaving my office, and I have a feeling something is up with that. Sounds like it's a pretty close poll. It is. I'm vested. Need to see the coaster done. That's right. Till death do us part. I like that. Married to the game. Detailed Reborn 2 Clipper info. Yeah, I mean, I kind of relied on other articles in my build, and I made sure I posted all the links to what I used directly. But yeah, I can see a lot of people have been asking for more details. Does anyone sell pre-crimped connector cables for the stealth burner? I can't crimp. I think FISEC does. I think. Crimping your cables is like, if you can't crimp, it's got to be your tool. Because I have a pretty inexpensive tool from Amazon because it's the cheapest nonsense ever. But I typically end up using the very tip, the very end. And what I do is I put it into the one before it first. I put the wire in and I clamp it. And then I very carefully move it to the very tip and then clamp it again. Are you having troubles with your wires coming off or what? Oh, look at that. Our print is done. Sweet. So we'll just give it some time to cool off. Actually, what I like to do is let's go to auxiliary and crank that bad boy to max. We don't need to do the rest. That's all good. Actually, you know what? Let's do exhaust fan max too. That's the filtration system on the back because it'll pull the hot air from the top and it'll cool down a little faster. Okay. Let's see. As long as I can run and get my coffee cup refilled. Yeah. Amid transforming my stock Ender 3 into a 500mm/s printer. Ooh, nice. That's fun. Crimping ain't easy. Still using Marlin. Yeah, I mean, if I build anything, even if I mod anything, if I lay a finger on a machine, I'm going Clipper all the way. Do you use or have a filament splicer? I don't, and I want one. I have been, for the past, I don't know, many moons, I've saved every almost finished spool ever. Right here. In hopes that one day I will find a splicer that actually works. So 7:30 a.m. Oh, that's my bedtime. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute, we're on the same time frame. There's no way I'm hand typing all that code. I mean, you don't have to. There's a lot of example codes that you literally copy and paste and change a few parameters. So what you're pretty much changing is the pins. A lot of settings can stay at least before you calibrate. So it'll be like, you know, which pin is your fan on, which pin is your thermistor on. So you'll have to get a pin out of whatever board because those are all different. But other than that, it's super easy. Like, let me just show you real quick for the printer. So like a Clipper printer has its own just, you know, baseline. Regard all that. So right here. So you start up here. Where's the MCU? Where's the MCU of the machine that's running Clipper? Mine is using this address right here, which you can get from your Raspberry Pi. That's it. So now it knows that the MCU is at that address. Here's another MCU. I have one on the tool head, and it's using this address via USB. Then what kind of printer is it? This is a Core XY machine. Here's its max velocities. It's pretty simple. Input shaper is input shaper. So here, this would be a great example. Here's the stepper X. Where is your stepper X? You would have to give it the pins, the step pin, the direction pin, the enable pin. This is all should be laid out on your board. Here's the actual stepper driver. Where's the UART pin so that you can have control? Whoa. In my case, the UART pin for this X is P7. So you just have to put that in. And then the rest you can, on the diag pin, the rest you can kind of fill in depending on your machine. But you don't have to type any of this stuff by hand. And a lot of it will stay the same until you go to tune it. Once you tune the machine, yeah, you're going to have to make some changes. But it's rather straightforward in comparison to Marlin, I think. And just the fact that you make that change for the MCU, you hit restart, and now you don't have the MCU error. Now you have some other error because it's undefined. And you're just like, okay, you just go back in, go to that error at that line. It tells you specifically, fix it, hit restart again, bam. It's just, you don't have to flash it. That's my favorite part. Nah, bro, I'm using ChatGPT. Oh, okay. You should be good. Saw a couple splicers on Amazon, probably will bite the bullet. Yeah, I have as well. I just don't know how well they work. All right, let's kill these fans. Oh, can't move that tool head just yet. Get that little guy out of there. Little gold wispy. All right. Keep in mind this is a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. We got a little bit of a gap scenario going on here and there. What do you guys think of that? 46-minute print. Come on, zoom. So let's see how we do. All right, let's do a test. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do close up. Let's go here. Okay. Perfect so far. All right, guess we'll be making stacks of these bad boys. I'll have to make some kind of little holder. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. This thing is oh, almost flipped that over. This thing has been dropped quite a bit too, so it's not wobbling because of the bottom there. Perfect. Yeah, I'll have to make like a stand that holds them upwards. And I'll print a bunch of these things. There you go. So that's how I make those things. Does it coast? I'm also tuning a Vox-Type Aries into a CNC. Nice. Looks good. Thank you. The thing will just not extrude. As soon as that machine was locked down, that's when it died, I think. CNCs are fun. I would love to get into that at some point. AI is the latest confident liar in the world. Yeah. So there you go, guys and girls. I hope you guys enjoyed this very rando stream. I still don't know what the problem here is. Let's do a save config and restart. This is just going to save the mesh, no big deal. I wonder if restarting will fix the camera or it's something else. No, it looks like restarting doesn't. Let's do this. Well, actually, it's still hot, isn't it? Nope, it's good. No fans are on. Let's go host. Let's do shut down the host. I'm going to restart the machine. What I want to do is I want to know If restarting the machine brings it up, that means it's some kind of codec, some cache issue. Because it's not space, it's not CPU, it's not power of the machine. It has a Raspberry Pi 4B. It's not the MCU, it's not the board. What else can it be? Power delivery to the camera? It's a USB. It's hooked in via USB into the Raspberry Pi directly. I guess it could in a way be heat, but I feel like that's unlikely as well. It's got to be just some setting because of Obico. It's got to be because of all the other things that it changed. And Obico directly wanted control of the camera, obviously. So that's something else. We'll figure it out. When the LEDs come back on over there, we will do a check. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good night, Feder. Happy New Year. Print room's looking great. Thank you, sir. Right back at you. I hope you have a wonderful and happy New Year. Jess, thank you for popping in. Good to see you as always. Enjoy the stream. I'll be back. Love your channel. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Why is the machine not booting? Do we have some kind of error? Oh, now the camera's ready to go. 22, even up to 25. So let's see how. I mean, I could see it's Super HD, but now the machine isn't turning on. Yeah, that's how it should be. I guess I didn't turn it off long enough. Is that possible? Clippy host software. Man, that Obico install was a huge no-no. Here we go. Unable to connect. For real? So the Raspberry Pi didn't fully shut down all the way before I started this back up. This is why the Cheaty machines do a whole 30-second, a full 30-second shutdown thing. Yeah, I'll just do it again. So host, shut down, yes. All right, you chill for a little while. Disco music with the lights and everything will work. Hey, you checked out the Mesa board? It's pretty much designed for Linux CNC. That might be good. Speaking of Raspberry Pis, I got my own pre-order for the Pi 5 8 gig. Nice, nice. Yeah, I still haven't messed with the 5s yet. Is it fun? Way to keep me busy while doing laundry, listening to live streams, and working on stuff. Yep. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you. Looked like when you started printing, but got bad a few minutes in. Yeah, it was great, and then something happened. But like I said, I've printed a ton with this machine, especially for Christmas. That was my go-to machine for printing all the multicolor things. Printed for hours and hours, and I didn't see anything like that. There was a bunch that I started, like a bunch of them on one bed, and I wasn't even home. I was watching it remotely, and it was fine. So something's going on. Maybe another coffee you've been drinking, yeah. All right, it's been more than 30 seconds, right? There we go. Now the cable is lit. The cable wasn't lit earlier. Oh, no, it went out again. Well, I guess we'll find out. It'll either work or it won't. Who knows? What's funny is this thing has been so reliable. It's just like that Obico thing, man. There he goes. There we go. She lit. So yeah, I mean this is what I'm used to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about Crow's Nest to mess with it. It's got to be just the streamer. I don't know. I'll have to mess with it. Delete log. Deletes log on every restart. Oh, I don't need this. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it at 720. Brian said his was at, maybe let's change, I mean, he said his was at 1080. All right, I'll see the settings and mess with that on my own time and make sure that that's working. They run best right before they blow up. Must be the live stream effect. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Anyone got a good budget machine on how you say tinkering type? Also, anyone who says the Ender 3 V3 SE, I'll be annoyed. No, the Ender 3 V3 SE is not a tinker machine at all. What type of tinkering are you looking into? Because you mentioned Marlin. I don't know if you want to get into Clipper or not. You didn't get any from me? Yeah, definitely. And you haven't received spools? What? Something's going on. Hold on. I even got screenshots from 3D Max. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, this was days ago now when I got that email from you. Thursday, December the 21st. Yeah, Mike Jones, expected delivery on. Let me get the tracking number. Click to open in Finder. Well, I don't want to open it on the live screen to blast your information, so give me a second. It says delivered. Hold on, let me make sure. View details. It was delivered on the 21st. Are you in St. George? Mike Jones, are you in St. George? Let me check my my address from when we talked. I definitely replied to you. It comes from Feder at 3D Print SOS. Make sure you check your spam. I replied to you on December 20th. And also, I replied to you before then as well, several times. Yeah, you're in St. George. You know, I don't want to say your address on it. It should have arrived. It says delivered parcel locker. So you should be good, Mike. It should be there. I'm not sure what happened. But the day that I checked in with him, it was already being delivered. Like, he sent me a screenshot of the tracking. So I'm kind of bummed to hear that you didn't get it. But it sounds like if it's in a locker, that means your post office might have it. Just waiting. Let's see what happened here. Alright, so I set it to 20. 20 is good enough. I wonder if it will keep it a little better at that rate. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Like, it started happening during the print, right? So I'll just have to read up on Crow's Nest and its settings and see what's up. But yeah, I probably still have some things in here from Obico. Octoprint? Clipper, LED effect, Crow's Nest. That just gets the latest Crow's Nest. Which I do have to update this machine. You know, it's always tough to update when it's working well, but there's updates all the time, and I don't like to just randomly update willy-nilly on Clipper just in case. Let's do this. Let's do a backup. Let's download the backup and delete this because I backed up after or before or after Obico, and now that we did this stream, I know there's all kinds of issues in there. Oh, I haven't checked the locker. Okay, good. Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. Gotta work in the AM. Unfortunately, it means 5 AM noise in my ear. Yeah, I get that anyway with the kid. But all right, everybody, I think that's it for me as well. I had a lot of fun. Guys, check out the shop if you guys want to get yourself a fun shirt. Drop me a line. If you guys have some fun ideas. I want to expand this a lot. I want to make shirts that aren't just my logo. I want to make shirts that are just fun to kind of wear like this. So let me know, and I'll try to make it happen. I have a whole list of ideas. I think the next one I'll do is the hot end one. I really like that idea. I might even work on that tonight. But all my socials are on here. You can get to this through YouTube or just shop at 3dprintsos.com. You can also get back to the videos by clicking videos. Congratulations, Kyle, on winning. I'm going to check out the results for the vote, and the next one will be, it sounds like it's one of, well, no, the machines are pretty even too. But it did sound like the ANET and the airplane had quite a bit. Obviously, there's going to be a set of people that are really interested in the latest carrot feeder, which I admittedly am the most interested in. However, I won't be able to do it for the next live stream anyway because I'm still missing the board, unless I find out that the board I have can handle it. There's a couple of bearings you need, and I have extrusion, so that's not a problem. So I have to get the final list of the things that I need to convert my 1 to version 2, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, thank you all for being here on the 3rd birthday of the channel. Appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys for gifting all those memberships. That was phenomenal. Yeah, just really cool stuff. And everybody, I hope you have a great Happy New Year celebration. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to make a video before the end of the year. I really wanted to, but I ended up doing this instead, and I'm really happy about it because I'm really enjoying the store. It just gives me this strange excitement about the new year, and I'm gonna continue to try to do stuff that's just fun. Hopefully you guys are cool with that. Yeah, I just moved from Ender to Reborn 2 and a Creality cable. That's quite the move. Yeah, the Reborn is like this fun, super fun Tinker toy that you can do anything with, and it's a great platform. Creality K1 Max is like a printer that you can print anything on. A lot of materials, really fast. It's new. You can tinker with it too if you want, but the Reborn is more of a tinker thing. You can use the Creality K1 Max to do anything with the Reborn 2, if that makes sense. So yeah. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I got stringing. Nice. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your year. See y'all later.